Massachusetts, northern Norfolk County in eastern Massachusetts, Suffolk County in eastern Massachusetts, until 9 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. At 8:09 p.m., National Weather Service Doppler radar indicated a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado 6 miles northeast of Worcester, moving east at 47 miles per hour. The tornado will be near Framingham by 8:25 p.m., Newton by 8:35 p.m., Cambridge and downtown Boston by 8:45 p.m. The safest place to be during a tornado is in a basement. Get under a workbench or other piece of sturdy furniture.
Let's play a little game, it's called Baked Potato. Except it ain't a game, it's my life, the Great Tornado. The Great Tornado. The Great Tornado. It ain't a game, it's my life, the Great Tornado. Let's play a little game, it's called Baked Potato. Except it ain't a game, it's my life, the Great Tornado. The Great Tornado. The Great Tornado. It ain't a game, it's my life, the Great Tornado.
If I owe you money, you better hide from me. The earth has no curve, it's flat as far as the eye can see. And I can see, ain't no bribing me with your bribery. It's Boston Ray, I'm checking in again on Iron Realm. Only 4 a.m. for me, I'm already high as hell. I can't hide the smell, earth is flat as far as I can tell. Or as low as heaven, a holy blessing. Man, I know the brethren. My rhymes are like a loaded weapon or a can of soda shaking. As above, so below, I got a show at 7. I'm doing 55 in a 45 and I'm fine. Pump the tires up to 35 PSI. Driving by, loving life. Rhyming stuff that doesn't rhyme. I'm on Berry Hill, I'ma hit you with my Chevy still. It's heavy still, I'm really real. I have to do this, shout out to Massachusetts. I'm so far past you, it's useless. Watch me leave the house here. You suck like Florida's healthcare. I'm about to take my business elsewhere. Play a little game, it's called Baked Potato. Except it ain't a game, it's my life, the Great Tornado. The Great Tornado. The Great Tornado. It ain't a game, it's my life, the Great Tornado. Let's play a little game, it's called Baked Potato. Except it ain't a game, it's my life, the Great Tornado. The Great Tornado. The Great Tornado. It ain't a game, it's my life, the Great Tornado. Oh no, the terror is back. Someone tell the government to fake another terror attack. Cause a conspiracy theory is never a fact until we do our research and then it's a wrap. Let's play a little game, it's called Baked Potato. But it ain't a game, it's my life, the Great Tornado. It's fake, do they know? Give me all the money, I take the payroll. I don't just sit down, man, I make the table. Your video don't show curvature, you just fake the angle. I know you soft inside like a great tomato. In your Luda land it looks like it was made with Play-Doh. So go in the back and play with dreidels and make volcanoes. I'm multitasking, I'm coming up with more trash than a salty trash bin. How you gonna say I did something wrong? How you gonna say I don't hit the bomb? Now you wanna say, man, leave me alone. You tryna stain my image? You can't stain my image. In high school my nickname was Stains and I was named by women. Let's play a little game, it's called Baked Potato. Except it ain't a game, it's my life, the Great Tornado. The Great Tornado. The Great Tornado. It ain't a game, it's my life, the Great Tornado. Let's play a little game, it's called Baked Potato. Except it ain't a game, it's my life, the Great Tornado. The Great Tornado. The Great Tornado. It ain't a game, it's my life, the Great Tornado.
Great tornado, true king blowing up like Sharknado. It's Rod Russell like chives on my baked potato. Stitches get stitches, so I talks to no one. I'm like Andy Griffith, sheriff with no gun. Talking shit to me, you might as well hold your tongue. Cause I repel a spell just like I'm ringing a bell. True kings are like a hurricane. When we come through, we rain down hell.
Uostarosta.
Huh.
Uostarosta.
What's he doing? That's odd.
Booster. Booster.
I'm sure I can fix it. I think. The world of science cares about you. Eureka! We found it. With the tools of science, we have invented, yes, hand sanitizer. But not just any hand sanitizer. This hand sanitizer was developed and approved by the Dark One himself. Here are a few of the things our product can bring you.
Welcome to the Boston Ray Mud Flood Adventure Show. It's been so long since this old world cement was stone, since they invented televisions and phones and all the staged events that have yet to make a dent in the dome. Dent in the dome, man, I'm mentally prone to defend things to me, a sentimentality grown. Used to ways in which I found truth through the ground zero soil in which my roots grew. If this is something that you're not used to, then take out your earbuds and lose the Bluetooth. This ain't a fashion model runway competition, sitting with hover him and grinning all cringe at the skeletons of the wealthy, unhealthy slim, picking Z's. Y'all need to get the shit in gear and pull them stick shiftings out of the park positions, burning asphalt and cement institutes a lot of friction. Got a stick whip with a lot of pistons, on a mission to spot a quick come up. Mr. Hit a lick from sundown to sun up. Mr. Talk a lot of shit, but don't have the grit to fire a live round from the gun's locked. Mr. Drunk is a skunk, everyone a punk, but when the shit hits the fan, better make sure it's plugged. Yeah, plugged in like some kid on a 3-year drug binge, becoming unhinged, influenced by thug friends, and one stint that he served in the county jail, with a no-nonsense attitude that's no fail, but no weight on his frame so frail. Old stale thoughts float flannel through a network of written language with no braille. For those who are spiritually blinded, I pretty much just described in as little words as possible, avoiding all obstacles, call lots of bullshit and nonsense, called through all the stops in, bumping Hobson from Black Swan to Boston, and back over to the left coast in Compton. This is the Boston Ray. Boston Ray. Mud flood. Flood. Oh, adventure spitting them words, it's intrinsic. The way we've been tricked by the adrenochrome sipping from kids tripped out of their eye sockets, extracted from the pupil. All seeing eye around your neck, wrap the noose pull. Not trying to throw you off course, only being useful in providing the logical. This form of information about the way the United Nations has divided nations and supplied the nations with unsurvivable situations. I sit for days in a raised tent, used to pray when I felt the need to speak to Jesus, felt the teeth pinch of the devil's rejects. Whoever he is, he was, or he's been, came here to kill, steal, and destroy forever heathen. Better we win on the spiritual level, spirit over heathen than the physical, cause it's invisible, yet controls all the living souls. I've been given wholehearted advice to those who ears, those whose non-bias is clear, either through violence and fear, a couple Miller High Lifes and tears. Time is right here, yet so far away, far away. Ladies and gentlemen, I may be on that marijuana pot's hit again, and it's not Ritalin. They've been caught fiddling with the wrong citizen. This has been the Boston Ray MFA. Yeah.
Level home.
There is nothing wrong with your television set. Do not attempt to adjust the picture. We are controlling transmission. If we wish to make it louder, we will bring up the volume. If we wish to make it softer, we will tune it to a whisper. We will control the horizontal. We will control the vertical. We can roll the image, make it flutter. We can change the focus to a soft blur or sharpen it to crystal clarity. For the next hour, sit quietly and we will control all that you see and hear. We repeat, there is nothing wrong with your television set. You are about to participate in a great adventure. You are about to experience the awe and mystery which reaches from the inner mind to
Late Night Live. You slept. Warning, the self-destruct system has been activated. Option to override self-destruct expires in 10 minutes.
We
are live.
Whoa.
Nice. I was muted. My mic was muted. Rookie mistake.
Shout out to Sue Finelli.
All right, let's give the chat a shout out. Sue Finelli. Drew Duncan. Okay. Drew Dunsky. Drewski Dunsky. MMA Paradise. What up? What up? Mojo Shop.
Hey, what's up?
What's up, Cinch, man?
What's up, Cinch?
Siggy, Sig South.
I am Dingleheimer Schmidt. My name is Dingleheimer Schmidt.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
Good name. Good job.
Hold on, let me change it back.
So how you doing today, Rye? Good day.
I'm doing okay. It was kind of a busy weekend, so I'm a little bit tired, but I'm hanging in there.
Man, allergy season is in full effect for me. My God, I can't take it. I guess it's because I'm an outsider. I'm a northerner. My third year in the South. And all of a sudden, man, I mean, it was bad the first 2 years, but not this bad. They're really, really, the trees and the flowers. It's like, I live in Florida. There's like billions and billions of trees and flowers just everywhere, just killing me. Last night I had to postpone the show until tonight. What's up, Just Me Stace? Post. So, now, what I want to get into tonight is the cultural layer. Because, like, we've done so much research on the mud flood. We've been here since the very beginning. We are the pinnacle. We are the hard edge of the flat earth in the mud flood research.
True.
We're the originals. But I haven't heard the term cultural layer until now, until like 3 days ago, which is kind of a trip to me. So basically what they say is the cultural layer is the mud flood. Like what the archaeologists say is the cultural layer, which is like the layer of street that's above like that. There's a city underneath. You see that? Can you see the picture? There's a city underneath. You see that? All right, check this out.
The first floors of the old world. They are buried under your feet. Millions of tons of dirt. The 19th century was swallowed up. History calls this the cultural layer.
So, like, you see the streets? What do you see? What do you see on the street, Rye?
The streets are muddy.
Mud. Singe Man, what do you see on the street?
Oh, let's see. I was working on my art. I see on the street, I see carts and horses.
You got the horse and buggy crew.
What is the street made out of? Mud. Singe.
Looks like dirt,
Mud.
yeah.
Dirt. Now look at.
I'm looking. I was looking for something, but no.
Look at what they're driving. Look at what they're driving. Horse and buggies. This is the times that they're in. This isn't a historical reenactment. This is the time that we're in. Horse and buggies.
Yeah, and those things break down so easy.
Now look at the buildings.
We think cars break down. Those things break down.
But do you see how beautiful the buildings are? Immaculate, like
it doesn't go together at all. Good car. That's another point. It's
how
just
did
like,
these people? Yeah. Well, let me just make my point real quick, so I can finish, and then you can talk.
Yeah, it doesn't go together. Yeah.
Why couldn't, if we could build buildings like that beautiful with horse and buggy and no tools and no electricity and all this, why didn't we make the streets a little bit better? That's all I'm saying. If you could do that kind of stonework, wouldn't you put some kind of a stone street down or cement?
You're gonna pressure washer out there.
Stone, stone building.
Cement.
Right.
It's like,
well, you might have a dirt road when you're building it. When you're done, you're gonna finish it off. Okay, so they don't have cement. Oh, really? Well, how come the Egyptians had it?
Exactly.
How come Chinese people had it in like BC era?
I mean, I don't want to jump to conclusions, but like this would lead me to believe that like they found this like this.
It's like cement's so foreign to them. Like, ooh, we're not gonna make. Okay, so we don't have enough to make a street thing. Okay, well, how about some sidewalks here and there at least? No. Statues.
But yet we can build but we could build buildings that look like we chiseled them out of like stone ourselves, like beautiful, immaculate buildings.
I mean, we can't do whole streets. We'll make some driveways though, where you can pull your carts up and stuff like that.
What about this door?
Not even that. No parking lots
right here.
That'd be a parking lot, right? No
Look
parking
at the
lots
size
even.
of this doorway on the right here. And all these are like windows that look like doors.
So
That looks
okay,
that looks like a door, but that's a window.
so
I mean-
okay, we can't do that, but we can at least make paved stone. I mean, like stone pavings for your house. Nope, we do that a different way. We do that out of rock. We just quarry that.
Next slide. Nancy said next slide.
Mathematics
Next
proves
life.
it. It was a globe.
Next slide. Cultural layer.
And
you see that?
next life.
Cultural layer. What are they doing? Look, you see.
Let's
you-
check it
you
out.
see-
Right. In ancient India has even more complicated pillars like that are actually like they're mechanical. They turn, some they're like bells, and they hold the building up.
But what does it look?
There's
But what
such
does it?
incredible stuff in India. It's like
What
they had
does it
that,
look
but
like
we
they're
don't have it
doing?
here. But how come they had it like way, way back then? We went backwards. Oh no, they won't say that though. They won't.
What does it look like they're doing though? Look, you got a bunch of guys
It's like they're
standing
cleaning
around.
it up.
You can see the dirt. The cultural layer goes up to that far, so they.
It looks like
dug-
they're cleaning up, maybe posing the guy in the background. Okay, you hold your pickup and you just like act
Are
like
they
this.
digging it out? Are they digging it out? Is what I'm saying. Chiseling it.
No,
out.
they're cleaning it up, maybe digging it out. Yeah, digging it out and cleaning it up. Yeah,
Boom,
the
baby.
bottom part.
Cover up.
Why would they buy that dirty?
They didn't build these cities.
Look at this.
They dug them up.
That was a posed shot, but they were showing what they were doing on the daily. It was something like that.
Elevation. All right.
You
So
know,
you
it's
see.
my opinion because of its words
red
that I
line?
spoke.
You see the red. You see the red line. Look, that's where. That's the ground
Yeah.
level up there.
Yep.
Look, they're all below ground level. Even the building goes below ground level.
It's like almost half the building is underground.
yeah, exactly. Exactly, right. Good call.
Them up. Welcome to the Titan Metrics channel. Let's begin.
Shout out to the Titan Metrics channel. I just found this channel the other day. It seems pretty good. I've been paying attention. I've been watching it.
Look down. The next time you walk through the historic district of your city, stop looking at the rooftops. Look at the ground.
He's right. You got to look at the ground for this type of research. You're looking up at the ceiling, up at the rooftops. It's fun. See what kind of antiquitech is up there. But you really want to know how low does it go? You know?
There is an anomaly hiding in plain sight, built directly into the concrete beneath your feet. A physical impossibility that we walk past every.
Look at that one. That was a good one. Look, you got these people walking up there. There's a window underneath them. Like that's the ground level, but the true foundation level is 6 feet deep. You see that?
Yes.
And who even knows if that's the true foundation level?
That's a good point.
feet. A physical impossibility that we walk past every single day, completely blind
That's
to
a
its
good one.
implications.
Look at that shit. It's like a window that's completely covered in mud. You see that? You see
Yeah.
that there? Okay. Nothing to see here, folks. What year is this? It looks like Mary Poppins. Yeah.
Now I'm a talking donut named.
Look at the
Dingleheimer
buildings constructed
Schmidt.
before 1900.
They were constructed before 1900. That's all I'm saying about that.
Look at the street level. What do you see? You see
Hoodie.
windows,
You see?
That's a great
Hoodie.
profile
half
pic.
windows.
Windows.
Hey
No,
man,
no, not windows.
I
half
lived
windows.
there, dude.
You know what?
That's my home. Shh,
Go ahead.
don't make fun of it.
It's okay, Singe. Let it out. I know that this is affecting you deeply. So just let it out. Let out your emotions. What do you got to say about this half window showing?
It's humorous, but it has quite a competitive attitude in its
Nice.
artistic manner.
So,
Of
so you think?
wait,
it's-
that's what they sound, dude. Okay, I went to art class. That's what they used to sound like. I was like, are these 50-year-old ladies on LSD? Because that's what they would sound like.
The juxtaposition.
Yeah, and they'll be like, look at it from this side. Come over here, everybody, of the classroom. Look at it from. I'll be like, oh my god, good thing I'm stoned.
Windows looking directly into the dirt, chopped in half by the modern pavement. You see grand, ornate stone arches, inexplicably cut off at the knees by the sidewalk. Basement levels clearly designed as ground floor entrances, complete with intricate stonework. No
That is
sane
really
architect would ever design them to be buried in the dark.
See,
Those
it's
things
like
might be
all it
portals.
takes is a few rare ones to find.
The official
Like,
historical
they're
narrative has a term for
everywhere,
this.
but look at that. Maybe
They call it the cultural
made
layer.
everywhere.
They tell us that over hundreds of years, cities naturally accumulate dirt, horse manure, debris, causing the street levels to slowly rise, or they claim the streets were intentionally raised to install modern plumbing.
Horse manure.
But at Titan Metrics, we do not accept the narrative. We audit the data. And the data for the cultural layer hypothesis presents a massive mathematical deficit.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. What is going on here? Is that the White House? What do you guys think?
That is a mess.
Look how low they are. Like, think about how much above them that thing is, how high that really is. Like, these guys are probably like, what, 6 feet tall, the average height, right? Boom, stack them up. One
Yeah, I think
guy,
that might be the Capitol
two
building.
guy, 3 guys. And plus, that's in the distance, so it's even bigger than it looks. I know that might be it, right? That might be the White House, right?
Or I think it's called the Capitol building.
One next, yeah, it's somewhere in DC, right?
Yeah.
Welcome to the excavation anomaly. Did our ancestors build these massive stone structures half underground, or did they simply dig them out?
They founded them.
Let us examine the most
If you're watching and you can post this somewhere, post it somewhere. Nobody knows we're here. We haven't been on that much. So let people know we're here. Thumb it up, post it.
famous example used to explain away buried buildings, the raising of Chicago.
Oh, yeah, they raised all the streets in all the cities.
According to
time.
mainstream history, during the 1850s and 60s, the city realized its elevation was too low.
Chicago. It wasn't just Chicago. It was all over the country and probably all over the world. They raised the streets all around the same time.
The official story claims that engineers physically lifted entire blocks of multi-story brick and stone buildings using thousands of jack screws, and then brought in millions of tons of earth to raise the street level by 4 to 14 feet. It sounds like a triumph of 19th century engineering, but let us apply basic logistics to this claim.
Yeah, good job.
Let us do the math. To raise the streets of a single standard city block by just 6 feet, you require approximately 15,000 cubic yards of packed dirt. In the 1850s, the internal combustion engine did not exist. There were no dump trucks, no hydraulic excavators. The primary mechanism for moving earth was a man with a shovel and a horse pulling a wooden cart.
It's a donkey. Come on.
Dude, I'd be
man,
like,
that
let's
is
just
a
move this block over. We don't need to live here. We're just not. It'd be easier to move, okay? Everybody, just move over there.
And look at his
Easier.
legs singe. He's covered in mud. Like he's up to almost his knee in mud. Like I don't want to swear. Where did all the mud come from? Look at it.
Because it would be easier to move. So you'd be like, we're screwed. Okay, sorry, that sucks. We got to move over here now. Be like, yep. It's like, but nope, they did that. It's like, what? No, something else.
And he knows that he's taking it. He's looking right at. He's posing and everything. He's got a shovel. He's like, look
He's
at
like,
me.
dude, 100 some odd years from now, they're gonna have a show. And
We could
it's gonna
build
be on
buildings
this-
like the ones that they just showed. Look at his carriage. It doesn't even look like a decent carriage. It looks like something.
Dude,
he
that
built
horse is everything he has in life. It's like the most valuable thing.
It's donkey.
That's his
Donkey
wife.
Hosey.
That horse is his
Crazy.
wife. That's everything. he
No,
owns.
but he might get a
That's
wife because he
that's
has
his
a
car.
horse.
No, he
That's his
married that.
car.
You might
He
get a
married
wife
that
because
horse.
of that. Yeah.
Did you hear about the guy that married a horse?
No, where?
It's you can find it on the internet somewhere. But yeah, a guy like legally married his horse.
Yeah, I said years
Gross.
ago
Gross.
that they were going to be doing that. And when I was like 15, I said that people are going to start marrying their guitars. It was a joke.
I already
And then
married.
I was
I
like,
already,
later on, I was like, no, it's not a joke.
That's why
I
everybody.
already, I already married mine. My guitar.
No.
A standard 19th century horse-drawn wagon
Waiting for
can carry
her.
at
She's
maximum
going along
1 cubic
soon.
yard of wet earth.
Yeah,
That
good night.
equates to
Going to bed.
15,000 wagon.
You going to bed?
Soon. Not yet. I'm just really
All right,
tired.
well,
I'll hang in there.
but
I'll
did
hang
you,
in
but
there.
did you hear what he just said? One of those carriages
Go back.
right here
Go back. in 10
carries.
seconds.
Yeah. Watch. This is important.
Century horse-drawn wagon can carry at maximum 1 cubic yard of wet earth.
It only carries 1 cubic yard of wet earth. 1 cubic yard. Where did they get all?
That equates to 15,000 wagon trips for a single city block. Now, multiply that by an entire city. Where did millions of cubic yards of dirt come from? Where are the massive regional quarries? Where is the logistical paper trail? Where were the horses? A logistical operation of this magnitude would require a supply chain so vast it would paralyze the city's actual economy. The animal feed, the waste, the traffic congestion of millions of wagon trips on unpaved roads. It presents an impossible equation.
Reminds me of
And Chicago
NASA.
is not an
We got
isolated
pictures
incident.
and we got
We are
numbers.
told
Which one do you want?
Remind you of what?
I said it reminds me of NASA.
Oh yeah.
We got pictures and we got numbers. Which one did you want? We got both. You like math? Well, we got those math. You like
Is
pictures? We
this-
got those.
Is this 4 of the same picture like that? Why did they do that? Are they different? Different angles? No, I don't know. Maybe
Tobacco
different.
Road.
Seattle raised its streets. Atlanta built over its old streets. London, Paris, Boston, New York all experienced variations of massive topographical alterations during the exact same time period.
It all looks the same too. These photos of these guys like they show ones of Boston like this in the Boston Common, and they're saying that they're filling it in like it's a landfill, but it looks to me like they're digging it out.
Like that song from Danzig.
No,
dig,
it's like
dig for your
It's like-
soul. Dig,
it's like-
dig for. You never heard Danzig, huh?
no, what it is it's
Or-
like
or is that
Satanism
Tag?
at its finest, because it's like do everything backwards, walk backwards, eat backwards. Actually, tell them that the picture is backwards. Tell them that they're not filling it in when tell them they're filling it in when they're actually digging it out. You know what I mean? I mean, you can't really tell. Like these guys are either filling it in or digging it out. Which one you think? Well, you already know they're digging it out, but like if you didn't already know, what would you know? If someone was like, "Hey, they're filling it in," what would you think? They could be, right?
Are we to believe that every major global city independently decided to undertake mathematically impossible earth-moving projects using horse and buggy?
In this type of stuff, right? If this is even in America, I'm not even sure. But if it is, like, what? Who are these people? Why? All I know is like most people, most civilizations, they usually put like in their statues like their prominent figures, right? Like the best of the best, right? We don't know who any of these people are. We were never taught about these people in school. Nobody knows what any of this crap is. It's from a different time and a different place and a different reality that we weren't part of. A different life, whole other lifetime, whole other reality.
Different
almost.
humanity.
Different humanity.
Yep.
They probably looked like this. This was probably like somebody that was important to them.
Yeah.
You know?
Sure.
Yeah. This is how they dressed.
Technology, simultaneously burying the first floors of their most expensive real estate? Or is there a more logical, yet terrifying explanation?
When we investigate the mid-19th century, we find ourselves at the dawn of photography. The 1840s and 50s provide us with the first objective visual records of our cities, and these early photographs reveal a chilling silence.
We have thousands of photographs of these magnificent old world buildings, massive neoclassical post offices, sprawling courthouses, intricately carved asylums. But what we do not have are photographs of their construction. Where are the foundation trenches? Where are
the foundation trenches? That's what I've been talking to Nancy about for years. She's like, well, you don't always need foundation trenches. And I'm like, yeah, you do. You do. And we just have this debate. It's ongoing. It's kind of like the flat earth globe debate, me and Nancy.
are the armies of laborers laying the massive subterranean stone blocks? Where are the blueprints that specify burying 10-foot windows 6 feet under the mud? They do not exist.
10-foot windows 6 feet under the mud. So let's see it. Look at that. They just buried half the building and they built it up to like the second floor. Now that's the first floor. And the original first floor is now the basement. And then there's a basement underneath that basement. And who knows? Who knows? How
Under the
low it
mud. They do not exist. Instead, when we look closely at the earliest available photography of these structures, we see something entirely different. We do not see construction. We see excavation.
Boom.
Excavation.
Look.
What did that just say? Scaffolding 0%?
The earliest available photography of these structures, we see something entirely different. We do not see construction. We see excavation.
Scaffolding 0% excavation. 0% scaffolding excavation in progress. That's what it says.
Look at the archival images. You will frequently see massive, pristine stone buildings surrounded by chaotic, unpaved streets made of deep, thick mud. You will see laborers with shovels working around the base of these buildings. They are not laying bricks.
Whoa.
They are digging.
Whoa, look at that. Whoa.
He was
Sin,
cleaning it
Sin.
up.
Oh, you want to see? You were talking about the one before this? Let's see.
No, they're just all
Yeah.
cleaning it up.
You're right.
Whatever,
This one.
digging it.
This one.
Like,
Look,
it's cleaning
look,
it, yeah.
this was buried. Why would you make such an ornate piece of like cement right there? It probably came out of a mold. But either way, whether it was carved or whether it was mold, I'm not going to argue that. They buried
beautiful.
it. Why would it be buried?
The base of these buildings.
They
are
and
not
also the
laying
symbol
bricks.
of the flower
They
thing. It just seems out of time for that. Like they would use a wagon wheel or some crap. You know what I mean? It wouldn't be like a flower, right?
So this is the ground level up here. This guy standing there to show, we found a hidden building under here. Look, he's,
And
all
he's
happy about it.
tripping.
Look, and
Well,
look,
he
you see
was.
his hand?
He's been working there for weeks, so now he's over the trip. He's not tripping on it anymore.
What is he? What is he doing with his hand?
Dude, look. You're on the third. What?
He's a Freemason.
Oh, he's saying
his hand in his
D's. He's saying
shirt.
D's.
I'm just saying, look at where his hand is.
Yeah, D's. No, he might be pointing. I don't know. I think his hand's in his belt and just resting there. That's what you do with your hand.
And you know what he's doing.
Yeah, he's resting his hand on his belt.
He's doing the hidden hand.
That's what I was saying.
Right there. The hidden hand.
No. Look at closer. It's on his belt. It's on his belt.
The hidden hand symbol.
How can we see his hands then?
To understand the hidden hand Freemasonry
No.
hands.
You're digging.
The hidden hand symbolizes secrecy and the concealed influence of Freemasons in society.
Yeah.
It often depicts a hand emerging from a garment.
They don't work underground.
Suggesting hidden power or guidance.
Yeah, he's got so much power that he's got to work there.
And they have a secrecy of
10
the
hours a
concealed
day.
influence in society. They have hidden power. They have a hidden
I know.
guidance.
He has so much influence
Symbol-
to work 10 hours a day.
Symbol is frequently associated with Masonic rituals and teachings.
He's got to work
It
overtime.
represents the idea of a guiding force behind significant events or decisions. So the hidden hand can also signify the balance between public persona and private attentions. Interpretation vary, with some viewing it as a sign of elite elitism in or conspiracy.
Well, I'm wearing
Huh?
I'm wearing a Reebok shirt.
But you don't think he's doing the hidden hand.
So
You don't
there's a-
see that.
There is a triangle right there. So I mean, I'm Illuminati because there's a triangle right here.
Nancy, is he doing the hidden hand or not?
And now I am doing the hidden hand symbol right now. So now I am a Mason and an Illuminati.
All right. Just
You're
making
an
sure.
honorary member.
Are digging
Now
the
I don't have
buildings
to work
out of
10
the
hours
earth.
a day.
Whoa, that one goes way too many levels on way. That's a whole different building.
Dude,
under
I'm
there.
on a different level.
Color and everything. Bro, I would just move in downstairs and no one would even know I was down there. I could live my life throughout my whole life down there. I wouldn't have
But-
to bother no one.
Until the tax man. Yeah, tax man.
But look at that
And
shit.
I
We got
work.
one.
See, that's one way you can get away without getting
Come on,
copyrighted. You
man.
can sing crappy.
on.
If you sing crappy or play the guitar crappy, then you can get away and not get copyright.
I feel like we're in, right now. I feel like us three we're in the pit. Look, that's the top floor up there. You got a door right there that looks like a window with, you know,
That's what
just
I
like the
want.
rest
Top
of the
floor.
windows.
Right.
Looks just like the rest of the windows, but they just put a ledge on that one. And then look underneath. Boom. Same size doorway, windows, another floor. How low does it go? How low does it go?
Like 3 or 4 more.
Yeah, they could be more, right? They could be more. Singe.
True.
Singe,
And it
if
looks
there's
so
that-
modern, like kind of like definitely has an apartment feel. Like people apartments kind of
So
weird.
there's people out there who say like the mud flood is just a conspiracy and it's fake and whatever, or it's bullshit. But look, there's buildings under the ground.
Well, no, I never said it's bullshit. I just get bored of it after 10 years. But yeah, I'm not saying it's bullshit.
Why would a Victorian architect design a magnificent carved stone doorway only to have it open directly into a wall of dirt?
Not
They
bored.
wouldn't.
Why install
Whoa, wait up.
Jaded
Doorway-
is a better
The
word. I think.
doorway to the wall of dirt.
Like what? Okay, we're just like we're gonna build this for the heck of it.
I remember one day Singe Man tried to go through this doorway and he didn't know it was a wall of dirt.
They-
When he first, the look on his face was very priceless that day.
I was like, this was a portal at one point. It went into another land. How come they blocked up my portal to my
was
other
like-
land?
It goes
was
to
like,
Narnia.
He's
for
like, Ray, I
Narnia,
want to use
yeah.
the side door. He's like, Ray, why don't you ever let me use the side door of the cathedral? And I'm like, Singe, don't worry about it. Just go out the front or the back.
It's
you
like,
normally
you've had
do.
enough
He's like,
like Narnia, and then
he's
we
like,
got stuck here.
he was like, I'm not going to listen to you anymore. I don't consent. And he tried to go out the side door. And then when he saw that, I had to explain the whole mud flood to him and what had happened and what we lived through and what we survived. And that we're special because we're victims and survivors of this event.
Stone doorway only to have it open directly into a wall of dirt? Why install full-sized glass windows in a basement only to build brick light wells around
Why
them so a
indeed?
tiny fraction of sunlight could reach the bottom?
Yeah, why? Light restriction. Designed illogical.
Indeed.
Yeah. It's illogical,
Why?
just like Sean
Indeed.
Osborne's new invention that he sent me a picture of tonight. Just impractical. Impractical, illogical.
The logical conclusion violates everything we have been taught. The architects did not design these buildings to be underground. The ground level changed after the buildings were already there.
Boom, baby.
Boom.
Truth bomb right there.
That
Look
is
at this.
correct.
You can see these windows. Look, it's a slope. Look right here. It's smaller, smaller. It's not even the same level. It goes up. Boom. Then you dig out.
No lies detected.
Unbelievable.
The buildings are older than the narrative claims, and the dirt surrounding them is the evidence of an event that history has meticulously scrubbed from the records.
If this was a localized issue, a bad urban planning decision in Chicago, or a flooded river in Paris, the official story might hold weight. But the anomaly is global. Let us look at the geographical distribution of this architectural impossibility. We find it in the massive neoclassical banks of New York. We find it in the sprawling post offices of Melbourne, Australia.
We find it in the winter palaces of St. Petersburg and the administrative buildings of Buenos Aires.
Let me just let you guys know, this is all different places all over the world, and all the streets look muddy at the same time. What did we just build nice buildings back then with mud streets? Is that the explanation? Because it's everywhere. It's not just here. Like these portholes, these round things, these round windows right here, those weren't originally windows. Those used to be open. That was before we had air conditioning in these buildings, and they needed that for ventilation. That would bring the air through the building, like in the summertime, and keep it cool, because they're all made out of stone, and they would stay cool on their own. They wouldn't have to pay for air conditioning. They had little wind cavities like that built throughout the whole thing, designed perfectly, like how God designed the earth.
The exact same architectural impossibilities exist across continents.
So look at that. It's the same. This is in Sydney, and this is in Boston. Look, it looks exactly the same. Like, it looks like the exact same photo. I don't get it. It might be if they just wrote Boston on one and Sydney on the other one, but I doubt it. Can't really tell the difference though. Architectural match.
Actually, if you
100%.
look at the rocks, it is the same picture.
It's the same exact picture.
So that's weird.
That is weird. Actually, well, look, these, yeah. I don't know, though, because these rocks, it almost looks the same, though. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know about this one. I don't know about this one. You're right. You're right, Rai. I don't know about this one. And it looks like these ones are darker and these are lighter over here, but still, same picture.
Separated by oceans. Mainstream historians ask us to believe in a staggering statistical coincidence. They ask us to believe that architects in Russia, Australia, South America, and the United States, men who had no telephone communication, no internet, and spoke completely different languages, all simultaneously decided to build magnificent.
Who is this guy? Why haven't they taught me about this person in school? Do you know? Do you recognize him? Okay, just wondering.
Intricate first floors, and then voluntarily bury them. Identical buildings, identical buried first floors, happening in the exact same time frame, globally. A localized flood or a municipal street racing project cannot explain a worldwide architectural consensus. You do not spend millions of dollars and thousands of man-hours carving ornate stonework just to hide it in the dirt. It defies logic. It defies economics. It defies the very nature of human effort. This brings us to the event itself. The event they meticulously erased from our textbooks. An event, or a series of rapid, catastrophic events, occurred just prior to the dawn of the photographic era. A massive global reset.
What up, B. Hendrix?
Look at the physical evidence of the soil itself. When true archaeologists excavate ancient sites, they find stratigraphy, distinct layers of human occupation, trash, ash, pottery, the slow, gradual buildup of time. But the dirt packed against these 19th century...
What? Look at that. Bricks. Why is there bricks under there?
...century buildings does not show gradual accumulation. It is homogeneous.
No, Melanie. Crickets from Mr. Meltology. Crickets. I'm waiting.
Is dense. It is a single massive deposit. It bears all the physical hallmarks of sudden soil liquefaction, immense violent flooding, or massive atmospheric fallout. Imagine the sheer kinetic energy required to move millions of tons of mud into the streets of every major city on Earth, to bury the first floors of stone cathedrals and capitals under 10 to 15 feet of packed earth
in a matter of days or
Look at that one. That's a good one. 15 feet deposit timer. Look at that. Boom, baby. He's like, look it. It's taller than me. He's like, we found a building under here, guys.
weeks. The old world was not slowly built over. It was smothered instantly.
Yes. Look at that.
And the architects of our modern timeline, the ones who wrote the history books, they didn't clean it up. They simply paved over the damage.
And this is where the data from our previous audits finally converges.
Nice.
Think back. Remember the population anomaly we uncovered in the 1850s? The 250,000 undocumented orphans transported on trains. The industrial baby incubators disguised as carnival attractions at the world's fairs. We asked why. Now look at the mud in the streets. Look at the buried buildings. We have our answer. When this new manufactured population, the orphans, the resettled adults with no past, the blank slates, when they arrived in these grand, silent, half-buried cities, they didn't build them. They were the cleanup crew. They found them and they dug them out. They were handed shovels and told to clear the streets. They took the second-floor windows and turned them into street-level front.
Look at that one. Hold on, back. That's the same building we were talking about before, right? Right, Ray? Not the White House. What was it? The Capitol building?
Oh, yeah.
That what are they digging it out? Right there? I mean, is this even
Okay, I'm
real?
back.
Is this a
Uh-oh, no. My first instinct was, what the heck kind of AI is this? But, let's hold on. Yikes. Dude, it's like you can't trust anything anymore. You should look at me. I'm a mess. I'm a complete mess. AI has killed me. Now I can't.
Oh, look, they are digging it out, though.
Second-floor windows and
digging
turned
it,
them
baby.
into street-level front doors.
Look at this. You can actually see them turning, like going in there. They're looking for gold. They're gold digging.
Okay. I see a lot of gray pants and white
They
shirts
convert.
and
Imagine the type of like technology they found.
is that their uniform?
All kinds of stuff. Money, riches.
Flooded, mud-filled ground
Yeah, I wouldn't
floors
doubt you'd be
into
digging, you'd
dark,
find something,
damp
boop, right in your pocket.
basements. They claimed the surviving architecture as their own, and their overseers assigned arbitrary, impossible construction dates to buildings that 19th century
Erected 1888. What, they just put that up? They're just redoing the cornerstone. They're all watching them. They're like, all right, make sure they do a good job. Look, hidden hand. What's these guys doing?
The top
Hidden-
hat
hidden
gentleman.
hand.
horse carts could not even supply the stones for.
Hendrix thinks it's
Yeah,
The
you
a
put your
history
hand in
we
your
are taught
pocket.
in our schools, the history
Very good.
defended by modern academics, is the history of the excavation, not the construction. The timeline is broken. The architecture proves it. The earth itself proves it. We are living in an inherited asylum, walking on the rooftops of a buried empire. Stop accepting the narrative. Start looking at the metrics.
tie-in metrics. What do you guys think? Was it real?
Well, I remember one time at architecture camp when they made you chisel out a chain and a net, and you're like, I can't do that. You're like, they used to be able to do it. How come you can't do it? Here's your chisel and your sandpaper. How come you can't do it?
Singe, it just makes me, when I see all these pictures, it just makes me ask, how low does it go?
How low does it go? How many levels
How many levels under the ground?
My nickname was Hot Wheels in high school. I used to roll up and lock my stolen bicycle. I might do what I like to. It's insightful. I'm not like you. We don't want the same weed all the time, we want flavors. If I have you on Late Night Live at night, that's a favor. I'm glad that you found God, I hope he saves you. You want a scratch ticket? I'll wipe my ass with it. You little ass licker, I ain't your fast ticket. You just a whack midget, that was last minute. We're all glad that's finished. There was a time and a place for that, let's leave it in the past. I ain't even gonna ask, so moving on. It's a grooving song, the rent's due tomorrow. I dropped and broke the banger, so I just drew the bong. They knew the song, and you were wrong, so move along.
How low does it go? How many levels under the ground? How low does it go? How many levels under the ground?
How high can I get? I'm gonna fly so high like a jet, but I don't need no fuel, cause I'm not no tool, I'm not no summer cassette tape. Everybody wanna hear what I wanna play? Hey, listen to the music that I sing, all of the joy and the happiness I bring. Late Night Live, you know you're gonna hop on and give us some comments, and I'm not AI, I don't need none of that to write these lyrics, cause that shit is so whack. Yo, like a heart attack, gonna come back and just bang it, sing it. Yo, I just really know that I can bust my flow any night and day. Yo, so tired of the weak sauce, I need better. Gotta grade it up like I do with cheddar when I'm making my quesadilla. Gotta just have your soul and just feel what I'm gonna do when I sing it through. Keeping it so true, that's what I do. Andre, bringing the freshness to you. Whoa, here we go, what we do, cause I can get so high with a spliff and a fire. Whoa, cause my only desire. Listen to the music as the Rastamana sing. All of the goodness and the joy that we bring. Burning Babylon cause we praise King of Kings, Lord of Lords, conquering Lion, Rastafari. Whoa, whoa, here we just wanna go. Yo,
how low does it go? How many levels under the ground? How low does it go? How many levels under the ground?
Melts away truth like ice on a summer day. Geology doubters, y'all, we're here to slay. Rock solid facts, melt them down to clay. Truth seekers dig deeper, find new pathways. Eroded lines, just sediment of the sea. All that bedrock turns to dust at our feet. Volcanic eruptions force our beliefs to retreat. Fossilized fakes, they can't stand the heat. Meltology, exposing dirt from the core. Breaking down the truth, open up the door. Fathers of lies, melt them to the floor. Geology shattered, won't hold no more. Elemental battles, earth's crust in the skies. Magma flowing all knowledge, making the old theories rise. Geologists crumble, their foundation demise, discovering the red brick truth melting down their lives. Answers forged in the crucible, geological myths, now they're refutable. Truth seekers find raw facts irrefutable. Expose the core, crystalline, undisputable. Metallurgy, exposing dirt from the core, breaking down the truth, open up the door. Fathers of lies melt them to the floor. Geology shattered, won't hold no more.
Melted red brick kingdoms. 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 Melted red brick kingdoms.
Melted brick kingdom, geology's a fraud. This is the day of truth, yeah, we will reveal all. We have nothing to lose, the Smithsonian frauds will fall. Their lies are now hung up on the wall. Metallurgy, exposing dirt from the core, breaking down the truth, open up the door. Fathers of lies melt them to the floor. Geology shattered, won't hold no more. Watch the buildings melt down. Watch the buildings melt down. Watch the buildings melt down.
How low does it go? How many levels underground?
I'm so persistent, you survive the X Factor, don't play the victim. I'm an uprise, I'll you make motherfuckers and I'll make a living. Get on my tabernacle, you just smack away from getting flabbergasted. I am that asshole, you think I'm funny, I laugh back at you. All mountains were castles, and outer space is not a vacuum. Cities mud flooded and melted away like a taffy apple. I am next level, stone buildings melt down the pebbles.
Exposing dirt from the core, breaking down the truth, open up the door. Fathers of lies melt them to the floor. Geology shattered, won't hold no more.
It's Russ, attack you like a virus. On the microphone I bust, and in God we trust. Yeah, it's Russ, attack you like a virus. On the microphone I bust, and in God we trust. I got those red bricks melted, helter skelter. Whoever melted dealt it. I'll smack you with my belt, kid. With high tech of the past, they built way more than we did. I used to hang with Sid and Nancy. My grandfather's nickname was Fancy. In the Air Force, he blew shit up like Tom Clancy. Nowadays, motherfuckers be wailing like a banshee, and it doesn't surprise me. But I wish I could go back in time, G. Time, G. It doesn't surprise me, but I wish I could go back in time, G. Time, G.
Metallurgy, exposing dirt from the core, breaking down the truth, open up the door. Fathers of lies melt them to the floor. Geology shattered, won't hold no more.
How low does it go? How many levels under the ground? Watch the buildings melt down. Watch the buildings melt down. Watch the buildings melt down. Watch the buildings melt down.
So come take a walk through the maze of the Meltrix. An electric static event blaze rains and it melts bricks. I come from the city just the same as the Celtics. My name is known throughout the realm and man I can't help this. When I first saw the mud flood it was so crazy I felt sick. And all the people alive lived the hand they was dealt with. Living in the little season day to evening but we still breathing. The leaders give the reason they deceiving me like some fucking heathen. I'm Boston Ray, won't you be leaving me by 3 then? I'm strolling through the aftermath. I seen enough dirt, but look who it is. It's Mezamel in his cuck shirt. And I don't know what's worse, the cuss words or the fact that you trust her.
Apology, exposing dirt from the core, breaking down the truth, open up the door. Fathers of lies melt to the floor. Geology shattered. Apology, exposing dirt from the core, breaking down the truth, open up the door. Fathers of lies melt to the floor. Geology shattered, won't hold no more. Welcome to the Meltrose, where truth will set you free. I am Neo, and Neo is me. Welcome to the inside of my mind. We are all here in this illusion of space and time. Apology, exposing dirt from the core, breaking down the truth, open up the door. Fathers of lies melt them to the floor. Geology shattered, won't hold no more.
Boom. That was pretty good. All right, let's go. Let's see. What do I do
Dope
next?
track.
So this right here, some people would say that's a melted building that all this melted away around it like a candle, and then that's a pocket of survival. For some reason, that piece of the building survived the catastrophic event, but some people say that it was carved out, like they just straight up. And there's videos of them doing dumb shit, like carving shit out like this, but like this is in the middle of the desert. Who went in the middle of the desert and carved this out? That's what I want to know. And when and how.
Maybe it wasn't a desert at that time.
Maybe. Very astute, Rai. Very astute. So, yeah, it looks melted because it is, right? Because it is.
The central beliefs of the mud flood theory is that the flood buried a highly advanced global civilization, one that we are only now partially catching up with in terms of technological
Melanie.
prowess.
We
The
have
name that has been consistent.
we have a request. We have a request for the Melt Boy anthem. We'll play it next commercial.
Consistently brought
Next
up as the
break.
prime contender for this great nation is Tartaria, also known as Great or Grand Tartaria or the Tartarian Empire. It's claimed that Tartaria originated the
Okay, so this whole thing right here, right? Where are they showing on that map? Where are they showing Tartaria? I'm very what's the word? Suspicious. I'm very suspect about this Tartaria thing because, like, is this Russia? Is this the top of Russia?
Yeah, it's supposed to be Russia, China, and Siberia. We're all part of.
But then you see, then you all right. Then you got people debunking that. You got people coming out. I'm not going to say any names, but they're like, "Oh well, it's just a region of Russia. It doesn't mean that there was a worldwide civilization." Blah blah blah. You know, they're using this to debunk the whole thing, right? But there's buildings under the ground. They don't want to hear it. They don't want to hear that. So what's going on here is in the community, they use Tartaria as like a blanket term to mean like this whole place was, all the buildings were built by the same civilization. At one point, it was like a one world order, one world government type deal, right? But they call it Tartaria. But then they're like, oh, well, Tartaria was a region in Russia, right? Well, you know what they got you now, Rai? Now they got you trapped in a box in Russia. Because you know what you're doing now? You're looking in Russia for Tartaria, which the Russian buildings do look like Tartarian buildings, right? But who knows, right? Like, there's other maps that show Tartaria, like in other places, like China and stuff like that. I think that is more true. But we don't know if it was even called Tartaria. Like,
what's
all I
crazy
know
is, regardless of what it was called, if you go far enough back, like even in China, all the buildings look like Roman-esque architecture. So it's quite an amazing topic.
Even at the World's Fairs, there's buildings that look like they're from Greece, Rome, Italy, all these different places. What are they doing in America in the 1850s?
The
And
World's
then they
Fairs
tell us,
is a good one.
then they told us that they were fake stucco buildings that they just took down. But what I think they did was
Temporary buildings, yeah.
they found pockets of survival.
Dude,
where-
I know, dude.
They found pockets of survival where there was these Tartarian-looking buildings, whatever you want to call it, Greek, Roman, whatever. They didn't belong here. So they're like, oh, let's set up the World's Fair there. They made it look like they put up buildings and scaffolding around them and stuff like that. Took
Yes.
pictures.
Yep.
And then before
It's
they
worse
left,
than that. It's
before they left, they knocked down everything. They used whatever they put up for the World's Fair as an excuse to just knock everything down.
We're gonna have a big party, and then we're gonna destroy this area.
Yeah, and then we're going to teach children throughout the ages, like we were taught, that's basically this was the beginning of time, dude. This is the beginning of people. Look, they discovered America. This is the remember how we felt? It was like, wow, there were cavemen, and this is the beginning of people. After that, before there was no people. It's like, well, dude, you guys, it was worse than that, dude. They're basically telling us there was no people before. And then all of a sudden there were people. No. Do you guys don't know anything?
They don't have any perception of time, like a lifetime. Like
there was no cavemen. If there was, they few and far between. People just living in a cave because they had to.
How many lifetimes have gone by on this plane that we call Earth?
Right. How many
before we were here? How many? How long? Yeah.
It's like it's like they the records. They must have halls of records of that stuff. Yeah. It's pretty cool.
It's a trip.
The Tartarian Empire.
The Hall of Records.
It's claimed that Tartaria
Super
originated
Friends.
the famous
Super Friends.
architectural style that
Super
we attribute to the
Friends,
Romans
yeah.
and the Greeks.
Oh, look
had
at that.
sources of free energy.
So some people say those things are. Let's go back. These type of things like the Arc de Triomphe, Triomphe, and these they say that they're magnets. They look like magnets because they are. They help the whole computer grid system work. You know.
Yeah, and they've got some crazy statues up there too.
Yeah, I know. Look at this shit. Like they all are wearing the same type of clothing that no people that we've been shown dressed like that. Like I don't ever like the Romans, the Greeks, maybe, I don't know. But it looks like it's from another land, another time that we were never taught about that existed. And the people actually looked like this. They made statues of themselves. I'm not going to be naive and try to say, oh, they put up statues of Greek gods. Why would they do that? That's probably the mayor, the president, of this time. Shit like that. Or maybe they're the guy who won American Idol of their time. Or the X Factor.
Originated the famous architectural style that we attribute to the Romans and the Greeks, had sources of free energy, and existed until only 100 or 200 years ago. But what is the truth? Let's take a look. For thousands of years, the Eurasian steppe has continually turned out some of the most feared peoples in history. Stretching over 5,000 miles east to west, this strip of land has cultivated a tradition of horsemanship, tribalism, raiding and war since known memory. This culture crosses ethnic boundaries and includes peoples like the Scythians, the Saka, the Xiongnu, the Go-Turks, the Avars, the Huns, and of most interest to our story here, the Tatar.
The Tatars.
A Turkic Proto-Mongolian people,
The
the Tatar were
Tatars.
originally synonymous
Tatar.
with the Rurans, descendants of the Xiongnu Confederation that tamed China in the 3rd century. The Ruran Confederacy collapsed from infighting, and some portion of the group fled to the greater Qingan mountain range, where they renamed themselves Tatan after their leader, Yujilu Datan. This was recorded in the Book of Song, a Chinese book of history completed the following year in 493 AD.
493
The name
AD,
stuck,
people.
and for centuries the group would grow and expand until it was one of the most prominent clans in the steppe. Over the centuries, the name spread west along the Silk Road, and it was heard and misheard until it finally reached the Persians as Tatar.
Okay.
As its use spread to the rest of Europe, it first crossed through primarily Latin and Greek-speaking areas, and thus an extra R found its way into the name for the comfort of the native tongues. And that is how the Tartars got their name in the West. It is not a coincidence that this extra letter evokes comparisons with the mythological Greek hell, Tartarus. Quote, "This play upon the words Tartarus, the infernal regions, and Tartar, which is here attributed to St. Louis, is found in almost all the documents of the period, and it is just possible that it affords the true explanation of the change made in the word Tatars by all the nations of the West. These tribes are called Tatari in the Russian chronicles, Tatari by Christophorus Manlius, and Tatari or Tatarai in a letter written by Ives of Narbonne to Girard, Archbishop of Bordeaux. But as a rule, we find that they were called Tartars from the very
Speaking of letters written, we have some fan mail tonight.
First.
Coming up.
And Tartari Imotatarai, Tartars from the depths of Tartarus,
I wonder
as
if,
the Emperor
if
Frederick
tartar
called
sauce
them, became a favorite expression.
has anything to do with it.
Yes, tartar sauce. Yes, anything with the word tartar in it is from Tartaria, 100%.
There was certainly a very general impression that these Mongols were either
Shout out to
demons sent
tartar
to
sauce.
chastise mankind,
Shout out to tartar
or men
sauce.
who had dealings with demons. The Tartars, indeed, were on a hellacious
Everybody thumb
warpath.
this up while you're here.
The infamous
please.
Genghis Khan had assimilated
Post
all
it.
steppe peoples into his great Mongol horde by 1206, and the Tartars were one of the largest groups pressed into service. For generations later, both Mongol and Tartar would be interchangeable when it came to naming the scourge of raiding horsemen that plagued Europe. As Genghis's Khanate grew in both size and reputation, those far away dreaded the thought of this invading Tartarian empire thundering down upon them.
See,
It's an odd thing to think about now
he's
in our
showing
world of
the globe too. So like, I'm not sure about this at all, but I'm learning. I'm studying it.
globes, GPS, and Google Earth, but from the dawn of time until only
You ever notice on Google Earth when you zoom out this far, it looks like a cartoon. They never show you the outside of the Earth for real as a ball. It's always a cartoon. But when you zoom in, the cities look real and stuff like that. But you can see real people walking around in real cities and real vehicles and stuff. But like you zoom out to this and it's like completely CGI.
around 500 years ago,
Hey, yo, Ray,
Europeans
I thought
and
of another
Asians
one.
did not know what the other continent looked like.
What up? What up?
Steak tartare.
I never had it. What is it? It's good.
It's basically it's just like raw beef.
You've eaten it before, raw beef?
Yeah, I've
like,
eaten it.
Like Rocky, like the
I
boxer.
don't really like it, but I've had it. Yeah.
Oh wow, that's a trip. I never even knew that. Well, it's definitely Tartarian. They must have ate raw steak back then.
They were quite good at mapping out their own regions, to be sure,
Kids, stop
but the
making
greater world was
stuff up.
shrouded in mystery. In 1154, Arab geographer Muhammad al-Idrisi created the first map to include both Europe and China on behalf of the Sicilians. However, India is missing, and there are other inaccuracies. It would take 400 more years before a truly accurate representation of the continents was given in the form of
India was missing, or India wasn't there yet. Interesting.
Ortelius's Theatrum Orbis Terrarum, one of the first.
These are real
atlases.
maps.
Cartography, the field of making and using maps, only hit its stride in the 15th century. Some factors for this include advancements in naval capabilities, the discovery of the New World, the beginnings of colonization.
Melanie
the
says
advent
your
of the printing
nickname was
press,
Tartar
and
in
the
high
general
school.
need for kingdoms
I know,
to
I
have their
seen it.
holdings
I seen
in order
it.
to properly govern them.
the
Maps
volume
from this
up.
aptly named Age of Discovery are stunningly accurate by modern standards. By comparison,
His volume
maps
up.
from the
Now you
medieval
guys will
era
be
are far
louder.
more abstract and more on the representative side rather than practical. Which brings us back to the topic at hand, Tartaria. The Mongols' wrath in Europe had raged in the 13th century, 200 years before the golden era of map-making described. European leaders at the time were commissioning maps depicting areas and
It looks like a
empires that they
flat
had
map to
very
me.
limited knowledge of, and used their own local terms without regard for foreign countries' true names. After all, how would they know them? So, we get maps titling the Mongol Empire as the Tartarian Empire, or even more generically as Tartaria, because that's what they were commonly called throughout Europe. Tartaria was not a separate entity, just another name for the Mongol-controlled lands. These maps were unfortunately the best resource European leaders had at the time, and they were preserved, passed down, and used as references for future maps. As a result, as late as 1754, you can find maps with the blanket label of Tartaria being used to cover a vast swath of the Eurasian steppe. However, the Mongol Empire had already broken into numerous smaller hordes and khanates by 1260, and only continued to fracture
You see what
more
I
as
mean
the
though with
centuries
this?
went on. So
I was showing like proof of buildings under the ground, and then all of a sudden, look, oh, you're trapped in Russia again, in the Mongol Empire. It's like enough.
I think we should turn off here. No, keep going straight. I know a shortcut.
The X Factor is approaching. No! Oh no! It's coming right now! Help me!
I think I lost a pound. I weigh lots of pounds. I'm fat as fuck. You'll get tossed around the lost and found. It's done here on snare drum in your eardrum. Hot package, harder than a sauce package. Every time I blaze, I require haze. Love the taste. Outer space is not a place. You're lost without a trace. Making globies make a pouty face. Fuck you, Melt Boy. Know thyself? I don't even think you know yourself. Phone a friend because you need to phone some help. Neo from the Matrix wants his look back. You shouldn't have took that, now you look bad. And you shook mad glad on your way to 9th grade with your book bag. You need to rethink that. Your tracks are whack and they stink bad. Rhymes are short sport, I go full court. Your rhymes just fall short. So fuck you, Melt Boy. You need to get out your house more. I'm more from the north, not the south shore. I keep it original and make it subliminal. Take it from the street to your living room. We thought you were a true king, but you're unoriginal. You start making videos, rapping in your living room. I'm into visuals, and I can see you're not an individual. You thought you were a true king, but your fake AI music and your mood swings made us want to move away and do new things. Melt Boy, you need to get out your house more. Don't you know, boy? Now it's time to save the day. It's Melt Boy, yeah! Melt Boy, ain't no time to sing Melt more. Why do you sabotage yourself for? Cause it's time to save the day. It's Melt Boy, yeah! Melt Boy, when was the last time you felt joy? I really wish I could help more, but he's here to save the day. He's Melt Boy, yeah! Melt Boy, you better not come out your mouth, boy. Every time that you felt annoyed, you're here to save the day. He's Melt Boy,
yeah! Hey yo, Melt Boy, just take it easy. Don't wreck yourself, boy, and that's for sheezy. Fucking with the kings, don't know who you fucking with, boy. It's Ray and Rush, we drop bombs when we spit, boy. Let's play a game, it's called Baked Potato. I'm high as fuck, smoking that gelato. 33, it's Rye Rush, you can't fuck with me. And I'm nobody's puppet, now you see.
Hey yo, Fruitless, your group's attempts to blackball me came up fruitless. You know I used it for my ammo to do this. And you're a true bitch, also known as the lapdog of the movement. I put my heat on full blast, I will beat your broke ass. It's my full task, Ray bet you didn't know that. Let's go back to the old Meltology cuck shirt, it's a throwback. What was it today, Ray? Haze or sour? I can't remember, man, I blazed for hours. If it's cold outside, you better leave the faucet on. Are you often wrong? Is it soft and warm? Well, I'm Boston born. You sitting in your Honda Accord, fall on your porch, it's all can afford. The floorboard of your Ford, I'm ballin' of course, Ray, you're falling apart. The ball for the sport, I'll send you out of town without a sound. I'll smoke you like a J, 5, 6, 7, 8. My timing is exceptional, sucker, I'm never late, although I never may. Get my apology from the leaders of Meltology for blackballing me for all to see. As I sit patiently by the phone waiting for you to call my jack. But Ray, it's been 5 years now, she ain't ever calling back. Hello, Melt Boy. You ain't the only one that fell for it. They got you stuck like a felt board. True Kings is here to save the day. It's Melt Boy, yay!
And I'm
Ding, not good thing.
Yeah, that's my jam. All right. Watch this. Let me show you how it's done.
You think you know anything? Get that garbage off my screen.
I'm telling you, it's the truth. Lies. Take this. Yeah, that's what I thought. It's Melt Boy, yay, Fred, yay!
All right, that was a good request by Melanie Moran.
Okay, I got a weird one. If you would want to see it. If you would like to see a weird one. Weird. Weird. That word is weird. Road. Road.
Road.
Road. You know what that's from?
Yes, I do.
I was muted.
That was a good movie.
There you go. This is Singe. This is what we're looking for. This is exactly what Singe is on target tonight.
This is the scariest castle we've visited in Scotland so far. Now lying in ruin, 13th century Yester Castle was purportedly risen from the underworld by the hands of a warlock aided by the devil and a team of hobgoblins. Its underground entrance is hidden on the side of the hill, leading you down a dark corridor to a terrifying goblin chamber. In the chamber's northeast corner, you'll find the Devil's Hole, a claustrophobic passageway that descends further into the hill. Would you dare go down?
That was it? Really?
Hey Ray, I thought of another one.
Hold on.
I thought of another one. Cream of tartar.
Nice.
It's a chemical used in cooking.
Yep, definitely. It's definitely 100% from Tartaria. Nep Hunter, what up? Welcome.
Yeah, its chemical name is potassium bitarate or something like that.
All right. Oh, bitrate. Bitrate.
Yeah.
Woo-hoo.
That's cream of tartar.
All right, let me see. We got more. Where's our man? We got stockpiles of stuff to show tonight. We're not even gonna be able to show everything we got. What is this? All right, let's check this one out. For a minute, until Singeman gets his shit together. He will, eventually. We saw that one. All right, we'll try this one. Woohoo! All right, here we go. Why isn't it on so many stilts? Why do they have to build a house that high up in the air? It just doesn't look. I don't know. Have you ever seen them build a house like that, Rye?
I mean, there are a lot of houses on still Florida.
In Florida, but I mean that high.
But I mean, they're not. It's just like they're probably like 6 feet off the ground or something. You know, it's nothing crazy.
Yeah. Oh, hold on. There it is. I was on the wrong tab.
We've got one in my neighborhood actually. A house on stilts.
Like that? Like this?
Well, yeah, but it's not that high up. It's like maybe half that.
Is there a reason?
A little less than half. Actually,
do they ever in Florida? Do they ever build houses like this high up?
I haven't seen not like that.
No, I haven't seen it either. This is Seattle, anyways.
Engineering triumph above ground. The flattening of steep hills, the hydraulic sluicing of millions of tons of earth, the creation of buildable land for a booming city.
Look at that.
But the real story, the one that
what is going on there? You know, if these are even real photos, you know, we can't even tell anymore. But nevertheless, I like looking
land
at this
for a booming city.
This is what the mud flood research is coming to. Anyways, look, it's a train going around a giant. Looks like a building that was like melted on itself or collapsed or flooded in. Something happened to it. Something happened. I wasn't there. I can't tell you beyond a reasonable doubt like what happened. But from the way it looks, it was a mess.
City. But the real story, the one that barely appeared in newspapers, the one that even today sits buried in archival footnotes, began below.
So this looks like, look, a building right there. There's a building right there. It's like buried, man. So they would say that this dirt that was covering it is the cultural layer, bringing it back to the title.
Below the surface. It started with a simple urban planning decision. Engineers were instructed to level the hills across downtown Seattle, wash away the inconvenient terrain, and determine whether the ground beneath could support a modern metropolis. The goal was...
Look how low that one is. If that's even under the ground, we don't know. It looks like it is, but we can't see the outside of the picture to see what's going. What, you know what I mean?
Practical. Yeah. Create flat streets, improve transportation, and prepare for the city's explosive growth following the Klondike Gold Rush. But the moment workers began cutting into the hills and excavating the lowlands, something unexpected happened. They broke through layers that hadn't been exposed in living memory. Beneath the hillsides, deeper than any settler construction reached, the crews found walls and streets that didn't match the timeline of Seattle's official founding in 1851. There are lines.
Whoa. So they found streets and stuff underneath the ground that didn't match the timeline of history of Seattle.
Sounds about right.
So what happens when they find that type of stuff? What do they get the orders to what?
Alignment was deliberate, their depth was unusual, and the construction didn't resemble the rough timber and brickwork of pioneer Seattle. It didn't even resemble anything documented in the historical record. This wasn't mentioned in the public reports celebrating the regrade's progress. It didn't make it into the newspapers praising the transformation of the landscape. But in the internal notes of those years, a quiet phrase appears over and over again. Pre-existing structures, unexpected foundations, older than city records. The official story would later simplify all of this into remnants from the 1889 Great Fire, debris from early settlement, or simply buried construction materials. Nothing unusual, nothing worth.
Nothing to see here, folks. Look at that. They wouldn't, if this was like a basement, say, or like meant for underground in any way, they wouldn't make it that ornate around, you know what I mean? Why put all that work into something you're just going to bury?
Discussion. But the excavation photographs from the time, the ones developed in engineering offices while Seattle celebrated its modernization, show something different. They show workers standing beside stone foundations cut with precision far cleaner than pioneer tools should allow. Structures fitted together so tightly that even in the grain of early 1900s photography, the craftsmanship.
Whatever happened to Singe Man? Wasn't he supposed to give me something? Where you at?
Is unmistakable.
Put something in chat.
Street systems and drainage networks.
Did it show up? Hold on. I missed it. Let's get him up. Let's get him up. All right, let's see. Stop sharing for a sec. We'll figure this out. Oh, stop sharing. Okay. Boom. All right. CA, the world is our stage. Okay. No, we're not doing that right now. Oh, it's only 38 seconds. Okay. All right, Singe. It's only 38 seconds. I'll honor it. All right. Jesus. Has nothing to do with what we're talking about, I bet. Let's go.
How did you convince Hezbollah to buy this?
Well, obviously, they didn't know that they were buying it from Israel.
Who did they buy it from, or think they were buying it from?
We have an incredible array of possibilities of creating foreign companies that have no way being traced back to Israel, shell companies over shell companies who affect the supply chain to our favor. We create a pretend world. We are a global production company. We write the screenplay. We're the directors. We're the producers. We're the main actors. The world is our stage.
It's like the Truman Show. Oh, Singe.
We are the main actors. I remember that book. Central casting. That's what that's about.
I don't know, man. It's crazy.
Central casting.
We won't even get into it right now. Before the show, he's like, Singe Man was like, well, I'll just fake it. If I don't know what's going on, I'll come in. Well, every time he fakes it, you can tell because it's not like anything that we're talking about. It's like completely opposite, like of what we were talking about. Oh, good though. I appreciate it.
When historians describe the year 1901 in Jacksonville, Florida, they usually focus on the devastation above ground.
Jacksonville.
This is Jacksonville, Florida. So we were just showing Seattle. We'll go back to Seattle, but this is Jacksonville. What?
Shout out to Jack's Beach.
They're under the ground in Jack's.
The Great Fire that consumed 146 city blocks, the 10,000 left homeless, the 2,368 buildings reduced to ash in just 8 hours. But the real story, the one that barely appeared in newspapers, the one that even today sits buried in archival footnotes, began below the surface. It started with a simple rebuilding order. Engineers were instructed to clear debris across the burnt district, stabilize foundations, and determine whether the ground could support a new city rising from the ashes. The goal was practical: remove the wreckage, inspect the soil, and prepare for reconstruction. But the moment workers began digging through the charred remains, something unexpected happened.
What?
They broke through a layer that hadn't been exposed in living memory. Beneath the basement floors, deeper than any known construction reached, the crews found chambers and passages that didn't match any building records. Their design was unusual, their scale was massive, and the construction didn't resemble anything in the architectural catalogues of turn-of-the-century Florida. It didn't even resemble Spanish colonial building methods. As commonly understood, this wasn't mentioned in the public reports about reconstruction. It didn't make it into the newspapers celebrating Jacksonville's phoenix-like rebirth. But in the internal notes of that year, a quiet phrase appears over and over again. Unforeseen structures, unexpected depth, origin unknown. The official story would later simplify all of this into old merchant cellars, abandoned storage facilities, or simply misidentified storm drains. Nothing unusual, nothing worth discussion. But the recovery photographs from the time, the ones developed in dim offices while Jacksonville rebuilt itself at record speed, show something different. They show workers standing beside brick archways cut with precision far cleaner than any mason of the era should allow. Passages fitted together so carefully that even in the poor lighting of 1901 photography, the engineering is undeniable. Corridors and tunnel systems that don't resemble any known American construction, but something older, more systematic, more deliberate. And the deeper they dug, the more the layers stopped looking like urban history as we know it, and more like infrastructure that had been buried, hidden, and deliberately forgotten. At first, the recovery teams tried to categorize everything in the simplest way possible. Old basements, forgotten utility tunnels, natural sinkholes, common to Florida geology. But as notes accumulated and more structures were uncovered, the inconsistencies multiplied. Why were some of the subterranean buildings constructed with load-bearing capabilities far exceeding anything that stood above them? Why were certain brick patterns formed in modular arrangements, as if mass-produced rather than hand-laid? Why did some passages extend into darkness far beyond the footprint of any documented neighborhood? And the question that troubled even the most experienced engineers, why were these underground structures so vast? Jacksonville in 1901 was a growing port city, yet the infrastructure beneath parts of the burnt district appeared built for a population far larger than anything the city had ever recorded. Recovery teams quietly admitted among themselves that the extent and sophistication didn't line up with any known development phase. And although none of them were using terms like buried civilization, they were acknowledging something just as unsettling. Someone had built extensively on this ground before. Not simple cellars, not storage rooms, an entire subterranean district. As the documentation increased, so did the silence. Reports became shorter, descriptions became vague, photographs stopped showing the widest views of the discoveries. And then the excavation zones were partially filled again in late 1901, covered where needed for new foundations, and much of what was exposed was returned to darkness. Only fragments remain, notes, a handful of photographs, and the quiet testimonies of archivists who saw the files before some of them disappeared. But even from what survives, a pattern becomes visible.
I mean, look at underneath the ground, there's like ornate door. It's definitely a building under there.
Structures too extensive for any documented Jacksonville development. masonry too precise for the accepted timeline, construction methods that look inherited rather than improvised, architecture that seems to belong to a different era of building entirely. When the recovery teams moved past the first recognizable layers beneath the burnt district, the expectations were simple. They believed they would find basement level, perhaps some old cisterns and scattered remnants from pre-fire construction. Nothing unusual, nothing extraordinary. But within weeks that assumption collapsed because instead of a neat sequence of building phases, the teams uncovered a stack of architectural layers that didn't behave the way infrastructure of a normal city.
They've discovered a stack of architectural layers.
Is supposed to behave. If you're finding this investigation compelling, consider subscribing. These mysteries don't fit neatly into official history, and uncovering them requires looking where conventional narratives refuse to go. The first anomaly...
Okay. So I guess something else. Where's it at? Man. Running too many tabs here. Too many tabs. All right. Stop sharing. Okay. How we doing?
We're doing all right.
Is this it? No.
Shout out to B. Hendrix.
Yeah, this is it. No, that's not it. Where is it? No.
Shout out to Dr. Bob's Nightmare.
God. There it is. That's trying to play. All right, give me a second. I'll figure it out.
Early in the springtime, the mud goes very, very deep.
Boston Ray, when you learn how to rap so quick, man. I rap quicker than quicksand. Quicker than quicksand.
I'm quicker than quicksand. Quicker than quicksand.
Quicker than quicksand. If you learn how to rap so quick, man. Me, I rap quicker than quicksand. Do a slick dance, need a drum with a kick like a kickstand. The earth is Latin mix, man. Is it a disc band? Stuck on the bricks like a bricks man. It's up the studio's mix plans. Producer can get mad. It's like you need 6 hands. Sending the chick fans with the wristbands, right? That's why you always get banned. So if you add the 6 hands and 1 kickstand to do a slick dance and mess up studio's mix plans, the producer can get mad at the chick fans with the wristbands, Ray. Why do you rap so quick, man? Who me? I rap quicker than quicksand. 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 Quicker than quicksand.
Yo, I'm density buoyancy bong blazing. You fuck with the true kings cause we amazing. Back in the day, I was always raving. Now we do the research to bring you what you're craving. I rap quicker than quicksand, spit lightning and fire, man. Globies act like we don't understand, we just don't stand under. Now you feel the thunder, hitting you with the on wonder. Don't be a classic blunder, and open your mind. Listen close to the kings, and see what you find. Talking to Globies is like leading the blind. Like a horse to water, can't make them drink. But the least we can do is make them think. Cause if we plant the seeds, they might just grow. You never know, like levels underground, how low does it go? Me and Ray, yo, been surveying the land. Been at this a while, rapping quicker than quicksand. 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 Quicker than quicksand.
Quicker than quicksand. Quicker than quicksand. Quicker than quicksand. Quicker than quicksand. Quicker than quicksand. Quicker than quicksand. Quicker than quicksand. Quicker than quicksand. Quicker than quicksand. Quicker than quicksand. You wanna rhyme with us and ride rush like a virus? Try and time us quicker than quicksand. Put your money where your mouth is and your life in his hands. It is but his plans. It is if it quicker than quicksand like nobody's business. These raps are so dope you'll never be sicker than this, man. I learned it from Christian. Tell him I miss him. Into the distance, a different opinion. Been on a mission. He took me with him. Back in high school, my nickname was the Hitman. I hope this a hitman. I'll never fit in. Thank you for listening. The earth isn't spinning. Quicker than quicksand. 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 Quicker
Slap you with my pimp hand, we doing this shit, man. Fuck ceiling fan, man. Shilly ass hoes, just get out of my way. Coldly the type you just fake and gay. Cause if you're in the truth game and you're fake as fuck, the truth comes out and then you're stuck. Stuck in the mud, just like Elmer Fudd. You wanna cut me and draw some blood? Well, good luck with that. You must be smoking crack, cause I'm a ninja. And this is what the truth brings you. Quick, 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 quicker than quicksand. Quick, 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 quicker than quicksand. Quick, 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 quicker than quicksand. Quick, 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 quicker than quicksand. Hey yo, I'm quicker than quicksand.
Quicker than quicksand, quicker than quicksand, quick, 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 quicker than quicksand, quicker than quicksand, quicker than quicksand, quick, 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 quicker than quicksand, quicker than quicksand, quicker than quicksand, quick, 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 quicker than quicksand,
quick, 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 quicker than quicksand, quick, 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 quicker than quicksand, quick, 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 quicker than quicksand, quick, 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 quicker than quicksand. Hey yo, I'm quicker than quicksand.
Buildings, columns, even fountains.
That video is kind of like.
But here's the strange part.
Oh, Cinch is there.
This wasn't a basement.
What's up? This one?
This has a reverb.
Nice. Nice. What do you think, Cinch? Way below.
I
ground.
think that quicksand
yeah
is faster than sand you would find in an hourglass.
Yeah, it's like an hourglass. You get it. You get it, man. And you notice how I go down, like I'm sinking in the quicksand, like an hourglass would be going, like the time's going by throughout the song. It's
It takes the whole time. Hey, echo.
And all my art is brilliant. That's because I'm screen sharing entire screen. Let's go.
To a cellar. It was once at ground level. What's even crazier is that it was built without machines, using just hammers and chisels, but survived for centuries underground. Yet, today, even with our technology, we struggle to build roads without potholes. If we're so advanced, how was something so old and complex lost beneath our feet?
This is what Hendrix said, dude. Isn't quicksand kind of slow in movies? Yeah, exactly. Like it's a metaphor. Quicker than quicksand. It's like slow. Could be slow. Or you never know. You could have got some fast quicksand that just sucks you right in. You never know. It could be cement. It could be like watching paint dry.
It's like instant.
Could we be less advanced than we think?
Either way, the song is dope.
Instant sand.
Around the world, many buildings seem partially buried underground. Look at cities like St. Petersburg,
we've already
Seattle.
announced the tour. Like, so this is what's happening. True King's tour dates are heating up. Me and Rye Russ are gonna do surprises. We're just gonna drop in. We're gonna just show up. We're going to announce where we're going to be. And we're going to we're going to perform some songs. We're going to get it done. Within the next month or two, it's going to start. We're going to do a Florida tour first. And we're going to go around Florida. Florida's huge. We're going to go to all the beaches. We're going to go to all the beaches. Every beach in Florida we're going to go to. Different times. We're going to pop up. We're going to go to open mic nights, karaoke nights, at, bars, clubs, wherever. Boardwalks, wherever we can perform. And we're just going to be like, boom, meet us at the boardwalk at Orange Beach, Alabama. You know what I mean? 3 o'clock Saturday. And then, boom, whoever wants to go, go. Either way, we'll film it. We'll get it done. We'll put it up on YouTube. And it's going to be the True Kings. That's how we're going to start the tour off. And then eventually, people will see some value in what we're doing. And hopefully someone will be like, hey, we'll fund your whole trip. We're going to fund you guys to go touring around the U.S., right? And then that's when, boom, we can hit California. We can hit Boston. We can hit New York. We can hit Seattle. We can hit Oregon. We can hit anywhere. We just need the funding to travel, to get around. But first, we got to start small, right? We got to start small.
You know what's weird? There's still an echo, but it's not coming. It's not coming from my.
It's all right. It's because I'm screen sharing.
Prague, where many buildings have windows and doors hidden below street level. Some say these buildings weren't built.
But is the video echoing or just us?
Just my voice.
I don't hear it echo. It must be
it's
me.
not echoing on yours.
But usually the person that doesn't hear any echo, it's their fault.
They were buried. This idea is known as the mud flood theory.
I mean, look at the mud. It looks like a flood. It looks like a mud flood. That's a mud flood right there.
Supporters believe a global event covered entire cities in mud, hiding parts of structures beneath the ground.
Look at that one.
But history doesn't clearly record this disaster. Officially, historians say the ground slowly rose from dirt and debris over time. But how could so much dirt quietly bury entire floors of buildings?
Yeah. Over time, it buried a whole building. Look at the Go sign. Shout out to the Go sign right there.
Maybe we're living on top of older cities, built by civilizations we've completely forgotten. What if our modern world is just the latest chapter, built upon the ruins of those who came before us? Everyone knows about the famous pyramids of Giza, but what if I told you there's more beneath the sand?
Exactly. I love that one right there because, okay, so in Boston, we have the Bunker Hill Monument, right? And it's like the Washington Monument. It looks like that. Let's go back right there. Let's see.
But what if I told you there's more beneath?
All right.
Shout out to DJ Curious.
So the pyramids. Oh, DJ Curious is here. What's up? So the pyramids could have been like the go all the way underneath like that. They could be obelisks. They go levels and levels and same thing with the Bunker Hill Monument. Like, did it go lower than what they're showing us?
The sand. Recent radar scans found massive structures deep underground.
At the Bunker Hill Monument, I noticed on the top of it, it was a pyramid. And it looks like one of these pyramids from like Egypt. I was like, whoa.
We're talking
when
tunnels,
really look
spiral staircases, giant vertical shafts, even chambers that stretch nearly 2 kilometers below the pyramids. Some say this could be an underground city or the legendary Hall of Records, an ancient library of knowledge lost to time. But how could ancient Egyptians have built something so sophisticated, so deep underground? Is it proof of a civilization far older than the Egyptians?
I think so.
Experts are arguing fiercely about what this means, yet one thing is clear: there's more beneath the pyramids than anyone ever imagined. This discovery in Egypt makes me think about other ancient structures, especially the temples and pyramids we've mistaken.
That's crazy. It looks like it was melted a little bit, cooked. Not melted, but cooked out, like, or it was buried underwater for a long time, and then the water submerged. I mean, there's a lot of possibilities, but it was once new, right? It must have looked nice when it was new.
For natural hills or mountains, all around the world, these structures lay hidden beneath nature's cover. Take Teotihuacan in Mexico, for example. The Pyramid of the Sun was once completely hidden beneath grass and soil, looking just like an ordinary hill. Only after excavation did we realize how advanced and massive it was.
Wow, that's a trip.
Scientists found chambers filled with liquid mercury, a material ancient civilizations considered sacred. Could this have been a gateway to the underworld?
Liquid mercury is what we think that they used to put in the Antiquitech to get the free energy in the balls on the spires. There's like balls, and we think they filled them up with liquid mercury because if you put a charge to it, it generates electricity.
Nearby, at the Quetzalcoatl Temple,
Spins around.
Archaeologists found something even stranger. Tunnels and secret chambers filled with artifacts and liquid
Interesting that they're finding actual liquid mercury.
mercury.
Yeah, it
Possibly
might be
a
used,
symbolic
in
river connecting to the underworld.
levitation.
But Mexico
also.
isn't alone. Similar
Sure,
overgrown
I'll show you
structures
guys in a
exist
second.
all over the globe.
It's cool.
In Peru, Machu Picchu was nearly invisible beneath over.
I'll show you guys right now. I'm thinking of it. All right. Bits and pieces, guys. Bits and pieces. Bits and pieces win the race. Okay. Boom. Stop sharing. Not gonna let me. Post it.
And what you're seeing here is a mirage.
We detect no curvature at all, except the sick chick I just saw at the mall. Back in high school, I sold drugs in the hall. Now I slang knowledge, so listen up, y'all. When it rings in the salt plastic creates a reflection, a perfect mirror with optical detection. Natural ladies giving me an erection. I ain't worried about your man, cause I don't mind flexing. We got laser tests, just out of taboo conspiracy. Nations of the realm, they're committing heresy. But the time has come now to open minds. Planting seeds of change when I spit these rhymes. Let's go.
I'm tying up the loosening ends. Ray, you said you were retired and you're already producing again. This is why I always lose and I win. And I start where I choose to begin. Stomach is a stomach, amigo. I hit you with a blunt or two, get you where you wanna go. Wanna call up Kubrick to fake the moon landing? It's gonna take planning, technology advancing. On and off like a light switch. Money's tighter than a vice grip. I'm flyer than a light ship. Man, chicken stinks. I'll come at you with everything under the kitchen sink. I like tobacco products, I scrap and rap a lotta. Fresh to death, nevertheless my lungs are black like Aunt Jemima. Hand me marijuana, wearing pant pajamas. Earth is flat, as a matter of fact, debate me if you wanna.
That stuff is flat.
tall. We no see the curve at all. That's why the Rasta man, yeah, I run the dance hall from coast to coast. You know it's the most, rocking it down like I'm cooking the French toast. When I was a kid, I used to shop at Toys R Us, but now I'm on this track with Boston Ray and Ra Russ, spreading the truth from coast to coast, just like the Trinity, Father, Son, Holy Ghost. I got no time for you to master your debate. I just know that there ain't no curve except for the one that's on my plate. No curve can be detected from up in a plane, and you know it's insane when you wanna come and test me. Well, I know it's true. Rasta man, Andre, come for you. The chainsaw, wrong. I get it done. Burn Babylon, cause I'm number one. So here we go. Gonna bust up my flow. Rasta man, yeah, we run the stage show. Cause when I was a kid, I used to shop Toys R Us. Then later on, I bought the Domo bus, a Volkswagen 1970, true. Yeah, Westphalia, we rocked it for crew. Went from coast to coast, but I sold that too, cause I needed the money, what you wanna do. But it's funny how the things change, and how your mind derange, and everything full circle, we keeping it real. Now I rock it out with my bat Lucille, and you can't stop me, no matter how you try, cause every day I be celebrating 4th of July, never gonna die.
Mic check. Mic check. Testing. Testing. 1, 2, 3. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Shout out to Gary, DJ Curious, Dr. Bob's Nightmare, B. Hendricks. Shout out to Dundrewski, Melanie, Neff Hunter, Sue Finelli, shout out to MMA Paradise. Shout out to David. And if I missed you, I apologize. Oh, we've got a caller. Hold on one second. Yes. I don't know. It seems like it is. Okay. Well. Okay. We're having some technical difficulties. Please stand by. Shout out to Just Me, Stace. Shout out to Acoustic Lucidity. And shout out to anybody over in my chat. I can't get over there right now to see. Shout out to Mojo Shop. And shout out to Sig Sawyer. I think I'm saying that right. Sig Sawyer. We'll just shout everybody out once again, starting with Sig Sawyer, number 1, 01. Dun Drewski, 342. Mojo Shop, number 1. MMA Paradise. Shout out to Sufanelli. Shout out to Just Me Stace. Shout out to Dr. Bob's Nightmare. Shout out to Acoustic Lucidity. Shout out to Melanie Moran. B. Hendricks. Shout out to Brian O'Shea Comedy. I didn't see you earlier. Double shout out. Brian O'Shea Comedy. Shout out to David John Riving Ton McDonald. That's a tough name. McDonough? McDonough. That's your new name. McDonough. You will forever now be known as McDonough. Shout out to Neff Hunter 007. Shout out to DJ Curious. Shout out to Gary Horsell. Oh, we're getting another call. Please stand by. Hello. Weird. All right. No doubt. Okay. Ray just called, and he's having some technical difficulties. So he's saying we are probably going to end the stream shortly. We apologize for any inconveniences. I want to thank everybody for coming, and Ray said to say thanks to everyone. So Ray thanks you. I thank you. Singe. Man thanks you as well.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
All right. Well, I had to come in from my phone. I don't know what's going on, but my internet went down, and I tried to reboot it. It still ain't working.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna end the stream right now. I'm gonna have to call it. But thank you everybody for coming. Thank you, Rye.
Thank you.
We'll be back. We covered it. We did well. We still did well. I promised Sinj I was only gonna do 2 hours tonight anyway.
We'll do a part 2 if you want.
We'll do a part 2.
Yeah.
All right. Final thoughts. Final thoughts on the mud flood.
Okay, my final thoughts. I just want to say tartar sauce, cream of tartar, and steak tartare. And that's my slice of the mud.
Yes, my slice of the mud is the mud flood perhaps was the Great Flood. And it happened sooner than they're telling us. But there is evidence of a flood. Everything's buried. So, kick rocks. I love yous all. Play a couple
Love to
songs
all.
to take us out. Thanks for showing up.
Love you guys.
Post it. Support what you like. Peace.
Peace.
Yeah. The true kings just walk up to the mic and grab it. Cause spitting fire isn't just a bad habit. Like the hamburgers they serve that you just gotta have it. Like astronauts blasting off to other planets. Wascally Labbits. For creating enough, you get it a fuck. These kids nowadays are so enslaved, minds so depraved. Spend their time going to raves. Not even old enough to shave, but they know every planet's name in outer space. But outer space is fake. Wait. What about all the pictures NASA takes? Masturbate. I wanted to create a rap song, a fat track mom that slaps long into the night's black arm. These scents are the all-in-one. About to swallow my tongue. If the hollow from guns hollows my lungs, almost I'm done. But before we go, I gotta smash this one out the park. 1,000 yards, this ain't no Mario Karts. I got Bowser bars, driving across the country with a pound of tar. And someone's gun's done, blazing down this house of cards. And if I disappear, then sound the alarms. Either my body's floating in a river or found and unharmed down at Flat Earth Farms, trimming that bush. He been trimming that bush, yo. Competing for that green leaf, winning that kush. Vision's been shushed and my hearing's been getting blindsided, like the rhymes I've been writing. Spitting lines inspired by fire and lightning. Cut the day in half and divided the night into 2 parts, old half visible in the new dark. Cruising in the blue car with my crew starving. Looking for Xannies but settle for booze par. Got a short fuse, deck full of loose cards. Yeah, they keep asking, well, what about the pictures that NASA takes? While I laugh and straight, continue to masturbate. When I'm at Sassburger paraded, the language you can't understand makes you think the Earth's an elliptical spheroid, but the shit's more like a pancake. You hypocritically weird, boy, but you better get your shit in gear, boy. The antecedent for gas pressure's not a mere ploy. Bury your solid containers, are you aware of this? The wheels in the sky keep turning, every season turn. It's getting hilarious, CGI's been nefarious. The new year begins on 3/22 where the Aries is, but you smoking dick dust where the fairies is. I'm serious, the true kings is very pissed. Fairy tales that you fanboys is married with. Take your hands out your pockets, palms is too hairy, kid. Too hairy, too high. We very supplied with military knives. Blow your spinning cherry balls to the high heavens. Heathens, brethren, see this. So, if you like this song, go sing along. Swing that dome. Or keep your hands in your pockets. Open up your optics, it's getting toxic. Spitting logic, level heads off their rockets. Rockers, stop it. Mic drop. Shit. Hands in pockets.
Starving. Open up your mind, never know what you find. Starving. So you call on the kings, cause truth we brings. Starving. Open up your mind, never know what you find. Starving. So you call on the kings, cause truth we brings.
Boston race compromise? Fuck you, compromise. I never compromise, rhyming clever thoughts of mine. The heavy ostracized, don't end up hospitalized. I'm hardly monetized, with the public hypnotized. I'm often criticized, it's time you visualize. The news will trick your mind, sometimes I give advice. I like to improvise, keep it simplified. I got this memorized, I ain't trying to get known. I don't wanna be big, I'm just trying to do what I did as a kid, without splitting your wig. Who sold you Smith & Wesson? Now it's your missing weapon. Pull back, squeeze, and teach a fucking history lesson. While you're sitting waiting for my punchlines, I eat up Globies like it's lunchtime. So hand it over like we standing in the lunch line. And hurry up, sucker, cause it's crunch time. She ate on my bonbons and expanded her waistline. The Flat Earth Anthem will never get no airtime, because I talk trash about the FE app and that's fine. Nevertheless, I'll see y'all on the front line. The Flat Earth Anthem will never get no airplay. It won't even make it up the stairway. Late Night Live is the only place you'll hear Ray. Globies are stuck to the ball because they're gay. But Boston Ray, you be smoking blunts galore. You yourself ashore and bump the floor. Well, that's what I was looking for, somewhat. We all believed in the globe, we was young once. From Orlando to the Panhandle, me and Ry Russ can see the Earth's flat from any angle. Money going one hand and out the other, and you'll never see money come out the gutter. You won't survive without your brothers, so please be kind and love each other.
Starving. Open up your mind, never know what you find. Starving. So you call on the kings, cause truth we brings. Starving. Open up your mind, never know what you find. Starving. So you call on the kings, cause truth we brings.
Ooh. live stream. That's why this is trash, but they do not surprise me. They do not surprise me. Motherfuckers think it's as easy as Go Gadget live stream. The rising always rises to the level that your eyes see. That your eyes see.
Every time I clutch the mic, you can see the wheels spinning like a rusty bike. Don't trust my wife, honey, that's enough advice. One wrong move, you can fuck your life. It's cold as crushed ice, I'm nice. Being broke is a career, my life is smoke and mirrors. This ain't the happy stuff that you hope that you would hear. Boston Ray, level head, I never said y'all just ain't ready yet. Monopoly, get off my property for free. Ain't no stopping me, constantly a monstrosity. At the top you see
no more. Motherfuckers think it's as easy as Go Gadget live stream. That's why the streams are trash and they do not surprise me. They do not surprise me. Motherfuckers think it's as easy as Go Gadget live stream. The rising always rises to the level that your eyes see. That your eyes see. Motherfuckers think it's so easy, but the shit ain't easy. I'm trying to find a girl like Jada Calm Breezy, but not too sleazy. Gotta meet my moms, rolling up fat blunts of flat earth farms. And we know it's flat, it's not a textbook fact. But planes fly level, and you can check that. They got a gyroscope, don't be a rope-a-dope. And stay out of the crosshairs of my sniper-scope. No more. Motherfuckers think it's as easy as Go Gadget live stream. That's why the streams are trash and they do not surprise me. They do not surprise me. Motherfuckers think it's as easy as Go Gadget live stream. The rising up.
All right, we're back. What up, Rye? You still there? He took off. He took off. Well, I got the stream back up.
Okay, there we go.
I got the stream back up. I got it.
Oh
back
shit,
up.
we're live again?
We're live still.
We
got 2 people watching. It's okay.
That's-
It's okay. Everyone thought it was over, so they left. But you know what? It ain't over. It ain't over till I say it's over.
Psych.
Yes. So
we psyched him.
Well, it was weird what happened. I should get the video. I got a video of it. It's like it came up and it was telling my screen was telling me game over, and it had a dinosaur walking across the stream, and it said hi, and I was like, "What? I've been hacked." So I started panicking. I was like, "Let's end the stream." So then, same thing with Singeman. Look, his shit locked up on him. So we were connected. Yeah. And it was telling me that I had to reboot and shit. And I did everything it said, but it still didn't work. And it was telling me that my internet was up, but it wasn't. So that was weird. Restream. Well,
Nancy, fire Restream. We need StreamYard back.
I don't know. Should we end it or should we keep going? I think we should end it. I think it was still a good spot to end it. You know? So like I was saying, I think that the mud flood and the great flood are the same flood. I think all the floods that they talk about in all the ancient texts.
Right.
are
The deluge.
And I think they want to put time and space between us and the creator and the creation, whatever that may be.
Right.
So
makes sense.
All right. Well, you want to get out of here or you want to keep going?
I don't
Get
know.
out of here.
I'll let you decide that.
Let me see. Let me see what I got. Do I have anything good? We'll try to watch something else. We'll try to watch one more.
All right. That sounds good.
Yeah. All right. Let me see what I got. I got something I wanted to watch. Boom.
Yeah, I was just like, if we were gonna end it, I was just like thinking, what am I gonna do now? Like, I'm gonna go play some Legend of Zelda, and this is a little plug for my next video game stream. I'm
Oh,
gonna
nice.
play. I'm gonna play through Legend of Zelda, the original.
I love the music from that game. We should
Yeah, the music is
sample
awesome.
some beats. The music is awesome. Yeah. All right, so this is a continuation of what we were talking about the other night.
Hello,
John
my name
Levy's
is
new video.
John, Jon. I'm a moral and sentient being, and aside from that, I'm just not sure. Thank you for being here this week. I love you all. God bless, and welcome.
Welcome.
Shout out to John Levy. Where's Levi?
I don't care. I'm not sure. I've heard it pronounced both ways. I call him Levy.
True that.
It's a Levy.
Where are we? I don't know where you are. I am in Utah. Really weird state. So weird. But today, we're going to discuss a company out of Chicago, I believe. The Sears and Roebuck Company. The cheapest supply house. The great price maker. The real value of this book is plainly shown in every price quotation. If you didn't watch my last video, we discussed a catalog from 1915, where Sears was selling all sorts of kits and molds to construct homes out of concrete, boasting that the inexperienced home builder could throw up a concrete house in no time just by purchasing their plans and equipment. And somebody actually showed one of these block makers that they had. So there are some, but again, how old are they, really? Were they really pushing this in 1915? Well, I of course don't know, but people were kind of split, it seemed, as they should be. Something that many people were aware of, and yet perhaps hadn't had a debate or asked the questions. So this catalog is from 1902. Catalog number 111. And I believe this is the spring catalog. So I don't know, if you had one every season, this would be like the 25th year. Sears Roebuck was founded in 1892 by Richard Warren Sears and Alva Roebuck as a mail-order business selling watches. There we go, 1892. Like I said, there should be about 25 years, 1892, and here we're in 1902. So this is only like 10 years after it was created. And here we can see it says capital and surplus, over $2 million. Surplus. Surplus? Again, we're just getting rolling here. 1892? 1892. This man and his mustache and his associate, Mr. Roebuck. And eventually the company faced bankruptcy and Kmart bought it. I think Kmart has now filed for bankruptcy. But anyway, what is up with this book? Here we can see their building. And I wanted to point out all the sponsors. Right away, they call them references by special permission. We have National City Bank, German Exchange Bank, New York, Metropolitan National Bank, and the Corn Exchange National Bank of Chicago. Corn Exchange Bank. So all these banks, it's pretty weird to have these banks sponsoring this business, and yet maybe it's not weird. Maybe that's just telling us who's behind this whole scheme. We refer by special permission to the National City Bank of New York, capital and surplus. Again, surplus? Why surplus? Well, I think we know. $15 million. And Metropolitan Bank, and again the Corn Exchange Bank. Read the bank letters on page 12. This is really weird. This is like in the catalog on like page 4. We sell everything. It's almost like they were a surplus and rounded up everything from the old world and created this catalog just to sell this surplus. We sell everything already? Again, I don't think people have toilets yet. At least the masses. Understand, as long as you preserve this catalog, you can use it either for reference or for sending orders to us. So weird. Consumer's Guide number 111.
Hey, what up,
50
Ainsworth?
cents. We mail this book to any address. Again, a lot of people don't have addresses. It took me 20 years in this modern era to get an address. Our only terms are cash with order. Just a lot of explaining here. Really complicated. Like several pages explaining things. Why we ask for cash in full with all orders. We've discontinued making COD shipments. By abolishing the COD system, cash on delivery, we make a big saving. Our old customers know our reputation for fair and honorable dealing. So they're like reviewing themselves too much about our prices. No order will be accepted for less than 50 cents. Again, some people said the post office is as old as the nation. And maybe we have heard stories of the Pony Express where they delivered by horse. I mean, how long would it take to get anything by horse? Again, few maps, no Google. So here we're told the first United States Post Office Department was established in 1792. Again, I don't care what they say. In my opinion, it's a worthless system. If you're delivering by horse, it's completely inefficient to send mail around, and especially goods. Especially this complication. We haven't even got to the products yet. How to order, more about their reliability, emissions, methods of shipment. See paragraph H about shipments. If you are not sure of the weight of the article, be sure to enclose enough money for postage. How do you know? If you send too much, we will refund the balance. How to send money, freight shipments. Railroad companies usually charge no more for £100 than they do for £20. Unprofitable shipments will be refused. Unnecessary correspondence, how to return goods, damage, delayed shipments. So this is pretty weird. We have like 10 pages of tables and instructions, classifications, talk about bankers, and let's take a pause. Today it seems like spring here. I've seen the first mosquitoes, ladybug, all kinds of little insects crawling out of the earth. I'm not sure. So after showing us a sample of the order form, it's almost like a little contract, the way it's laid out. A date, the product, the weight, the cost, and a signature. Like a little bond. And again, it has a bank up here. Letterhead. And here's our first products. Hooray. Grocery kind of things. So we have tea, 40 cents per pound. Coffee roasted, peaberry. Maybe a Tanzania peaberry. 19 cents for a pound. Awesome. Roasted, 1902. All this in their own cans, so they have their own coffee. They're packaging their own coffee. Here we have chicory and coffee blends. This is kind of a New Orleans kind of thing. Kind of a French Quarter, Café du Monde kind of coffee. That's really interesting. That's really gourmet for essentially all of America. I don't think anybody knows about chicory coffee blends. And I don't think anybody really cares about these fine teas in this time period. I mean, teas are just making a comeback in the last 20 years, moving away from Lipton. I would expect to see Lipton in this catalog, not these fine gunpowder greens, oolong, and then we have fine chocolates and cocoa, all very fairly priced. Now we have nuts, all kinds of nuts. Again, you remember there was a minimum order of, I don't know what it was, 50 cents? Molasses, maple syrup, 92 cents a pound. 10 gallons of pure Ohio maple syrup, $8.50. Cheese, crackers, laundry soap, and amazingly, again, all their brand. Like everything is their brand. So here we get into watch, diamond, and jewelry department. Here we go. Watches and jewelry. Just shipping them around. First they give us watchmaking tools. Really interesting. Like who knows how to use these? I mean, enough people in this time period. But again, like the catalog said, they sell everything. Things that people don't even really need yet. And then we get into the watches. Pretty cheap. 94 cents for this one. $4 for this Swiss calendar watch. $8 for this moon watch with all these different little time segments. Really cool. This one is actually really cool. And screw dust-proof gold-filled watches. Super cool again. I mean, really? These custom engraved watches, and they have so many of them. So many. I mean, it gets kind of ridiculous, actually. Who needs so many watches? I'm just gonna kind of blast through them. I was looking last night and pretty.
If you ever come across. It's like there must have been a lot of people on the earth at that time to need all those different watches and things.
Dropping the ball tonight. Dropping the ball. Way to do it. Where's this? No, I can't find it.
I was going to say,
Yeah.
to Sue Finelli, this is Finelli. That video we just watched, the catalog number was 111.
Trying to see where BitChute links. Yeah.
I can barely hear you.
I know. I'm mumbling. Hold on. The truth. That one. Maybe this one.
Shout out to Bearsworth.
Wonder if this is going to be good. We'll give it a chance. I haven't vetted anything. I have no idea what it's about to say. Part 1. Boom, baby. Let's see how it goes.
It looks trippy.
It looks like it's going to work. It looks like it's going to be good. That's why I watched like a little piece of it earlier. What does it say? I'm not trying to prove anything, but to encourage you to do your own research and initiate discussion. Love it. Sounds like it's going to be conspiratorial.
Shout out to Stolen History.
Where did the floor of Leipzig's City Hall go? Was there a worldwide mud flood about 200 years ago? If yes, then why is this unknown? A mystery in a class of its own.
Liquefaction. What?
It is a well-known phenomenon that solid ground can liquefy within seconds, for example, after an earthquake.
Liquefaction has left much of the city a soggy, crumbled mess.
But the liquefaction, I mean, the suburban streets are like rivers.
You'll see these ladies over here, they're just sinking.
The silty, saturated layers of soil just below Christchurch were so severely shaken, they liquefied, and with much of the city built...
Entire villages can simply disappear within seconds. Sporadic mud floods, which bury everything beneath them, are well known. It can look like this. So, in itself, it is nothing special to expect that some houses have their first floors buried, as we see this consistently in cities all over the world.
Looking like quicksand.
Quicker than quicksand. It's a mess. Look at this guy. Knees deep in it. Waist deep in it. False basement, baby.
He's up shit creek without a paddle.
In 2017, I stumbled across images like these, of which there are countless.
Countless. You can't even count.
Construction work reveals that what is now the basement must once have been the first floor. Due to an historically unrecorded event, towns were likely buried under masses of mud, and the surviving inhabitants probably decided to convert the second floor into the first floor. The upper part of the original first floor windows became what we now interpret as basement windows. If this is true, there should be large windows in today's basements that have since been bricked up, right? Voila. Clearly, there were once large windows here, but how did they get there? After all, no one would put large windows below street level, especially not 100 years ago, because basements were supposed to be dark for storing potatoes and other vegetables. Besides, dirt would easily blow in.
Basement windows, really?
Well, how come then that in Leipzig, for example, there are lots of large windows below street level? For example, this one in Reimenstraße. What we can find in abundance are houses with elevated entrances that also have a so-called lower level, like this one. Here are a couple of wonderful shots from Gdansk, summer of 2018, apparently full of basements. Or isn't it more likely that the former first floor is buried in the ground?
Yes.
Here's an interesting example from Denmark. The architects apparently built it for dwarfs. Why do they put these living areas half below street level instead of simply building at ground level? 3 reasons speak against this construction method. 1. You can't build a basement below the buried floor because they would need at least some air supply. 2. The apartments will be damp because they are half underground. 3. And last but not least, it is more cumbersome because you have to excavate the space around the entrance, stairs and doors and always build external stairs. So either the architects didn't understand their craft or...
I like it.
One architect suggested the reason was due to construction laws, which specified a maximum building height. The idea goes like this. Because they wanted to rent out as much as possible within the limits of what was allowed, i.e. for financial reasons, they built humid half-basement floors into which they moved the servants, as anyone else would hardly want to live there in times without central heating. A nice argument, but probably more of a desperate attempt to ignore the whole issue. In the past, servants were always housed invisibly, for example in the attic. Besides, did the obviously wealthy builders of those mansions really need a little extra income? And why spoil the appearance of the often nobly decorated building facades with dirty windows on the half-basement floor? And if aesthetics obviously played a major role, why build stairs in front of windows? I know dozens of examples of such unusual architectural planning in my hometown of Leipzig alone. It seems more likely to me that the stairs were added later. Last but not least, one can ask why even a mega building like the so-called New City Hall in Leipzig, with its tower at almost 377 feet high, has exactly the same mudflood characteristics. There as well we see large windows up to 6 feet below street level. Why was it urgent to add 20 more rooms? And because of the ordinance issued by the city council itself, going underground was the only way. But then why build large windows when there is hardly any light anyway? I found what I was looking for in researching the Old City Hall in Leipzig, which shows another floor until 1600. Or even until 1830, if I interpret the corresponding picture correctly. Now, of course, the painter of 1593 could have been confused, but if the image analysis does not deceive me, the City Hall was still higher in 1830. In 1900, one floor is missing. If we go by these photographs, which consistently show a higher city hall, the level of Leipzig's marketplace must be an entire floor higher today. So, did the entire city sink because the ground liquefied during an earthquake? That is not a possibility, because then many of the buildings would be crooked and full of cracks. But where could such big amounts of earth come from? We can't answer this question yet, but the phenomenon of missing floors and half basements remains. Who builds large windows deep underground? Can the old buildings be dated to the German Grundzeit, comparable to the American Gilded Age, around 1900, or are they much older? What's the true history of underground cities that come to light everywhere? As already described, according to the photo comparison, for example at the Old City Hall of Leipzig, not only a complete floor is missing, but also the half-basements at the Gilded Age buildings are peculiar. Buried first floors not only spoil the appearance, but also cause many other problems, such as moisture in the apartment. But because you can't just walk into these houses and examine the basements, I came up with another idea. I looked into the light wells, and I was left breathless. Nowadays, light wells are no more than 3 feet deep, and the windows are usually small because large ones would constantly get filthy. But in many of the old buildings I examined, it goes down really deep. Example, at the building near the new City Hall in Leipzig, which today houses the Deutsche Bank.
What up, Dr.
Here's
Bass?
my first find, one of many. Who actually builds a large window whose upper edge is 6 foot below street level and shafts of a total of 16 feet into the depth? Why would you want to collect as much dirt as possible?
We had a whole bunch of people in here, Mr. Dr. Bass, earlier, Mr. Bass. But what happened was we dropped the stream. My computer dropped the stream, and I thought it was done. Then we were going to end it, and we told everyone it was over, and everybody left. But now we're still going strong.
It's part 2.
This is how it looks today.
We got it going.
The light well is on the corner to the left of the tree. Supposedly the building was built in just 3 years, starting in 1898, but it looked ancient back then. Quite strange.
Going deeper.
Another interesting photo, not far from the Nikolai Kirch, in a narrow backyard, one of the light shafts shows the following. The window, which starts at a depth of around 3 feet, not only has curtains, but there is another opening underneath, possibly a door. Why would anyone build a door and a window 2 stories deep into the ground? For accessing groundwater? What is puzzling is why the lower opening was not at least simply buried, but the light well was built to this depth. Does anyone live in such dark depths? What a mystery.
What a mystery. More cellars. More cellars.
A good overview of the mud flood topic is given here.
Wenn man die Straßen aufreißt, um Gebäude wieder dicht zu machen oder neue Leitungen zu verlegen, entdeckt man besonders in Russland, dass die Gebäude viel, viel tiefer gehen als die Straße, die bisher den Grund der Stadtdokumentation von Joachim Zillmer kennt, der einen aufzeigt, dass in der Sahara versteinerte Wale liegen, wo selbst noch die Borsten vorhanden sind, was von einer riesigen Flut oder eher gesagt Schlammflut zeugt. Mitten
Russian? Is it Russian?
in der Wüste. Russland stand schon immer. Schaut euch mal diesen Palast an. Der wurde damals erst gebaut. Der stand im 17. Jahrhundert schon und wurde einfach nur besetzt.
Most interesting are these photos from a South American city unknown to me.
Shout out to Germany.
Yeah, shout out to Germany, my motherland.
Especially in the last picture, where the layer of earth on the right side becomes visible. In the meantime, the topic also finds its way into the mainstream, which usually means that it can no longer be kept secret. In a video, which has unfortunately been deleted, construction work in Moscow is reported, in the course of which soil structures collapsed. The spokeswoman says that the foundation was thought to extend to a depth of 13 feet, but in fact it was up to 60 feet.
Why don't you film it, Dr. Bass, and put it up on your channel so we can see it? Sounds interesting.
Yes, 60 feet. We see something similar in Salt Lake City.
And here I took a little field trip to the Salt Lake Temple. I was just there recently, and really remarkable what they've done. This is typically the ground level up here above these guys. Maybe about 30 feet of dirt has been removed.
This video about the Moscow Polytechnic Museum should convince even the biggest skeptic that something is not right here. It shows reconstruction works at the museum and gives deep insights from the inside and outside of the building.
Science on the basis of the Polytechnic Museum. Modernization of the museum is a large-scale state innovation project. The modernization program for 2017-2018 picture. Well, all these pictures seem to have the same caption, reconstruction of the Polytechnic Museum, but we get some perspective from the main floor going down to the basement. And what's interesting to me is the I-beams, which even seem to penetrate the brick columns. As to the technical details of how that's done, I can't quite figure it out. I just don't understand it at this point. Okay, so I will just tag this on to the end. I want to say that there is so much more to cover.
Underworld.
This video shows a basement bar, quite obviously the former ground level.
Wow.
And using that... no.
Meanwhile, the intrigue of free thinkers turns to the countless underground cities. Listen and be amazed. All big cities investigated so far have large tunnel systems. This raises the question of whether, when, how, and, above all, why our ancestors undermined their cities like moles, up to 26 feet deep. Are we possibly dealing with the former street level that has been submerged at some point in our history? Here we can see the underground area of Seattle, a city in the American West.
Trip.
Yeah, there's some stairs back in there.
It looks like it was once above the ground. Yeah.
That's kind of cool.
I could go on like this forever, but let's get to the preliminary conclusion. There is no doubt that today's street level is between 5 to 18 feet higher than when all of these buildings were built originally. We generally see this.
I love this because he's like, in conclusion, he's summing it up for us and we're about to end. So great.
And houses from the so-called German Grundzeit and the American Gilded Age circa 1870 to 1900. So the question arises, did a worldwide catastrophe take place in the 19th or 20th century, followed by subsequent repair work? If yes, then why don't we know anything about it? Or did it take place earlier, around 1600? As you may remember with the examples of the old city hall in Leipzig we discussed earlier, or did it happen several times? If so, these buildings would be much older than claimed, and our historiography would be a farce. Maybe the construction plans of these buildings, which can be found in the land registry, aren't construction plans.
Yeah, this AI voice is right. Like, if it happened multiple times, now it might make more sense because, like, we would lose track of, like, all the histories.
But only inventories.
Be a mess.
Did the actual builders and owners of these buildings perish in a catastrophic event? And did their descendants find the orphan cities and simply appropriate the buildings? This suggests we are looking at reset cities, a concept which we will discuss later. Countless photographs show deserted metropolises around 1840. Yes, this all sounds rather adventurous, I know. To question the writing of history alone would outrage many people. But what if, for some example, it was deliberately distorted in the course of re-education after 1945 in order to deprive the hated Germans of their past? Did the victors write history? Literally. We still encounter many inconsistencies, and therefore I would like to remind you of the motto of this series, namely, to think bigger and, above all, to think for yourself. Laziness and apathy are everywhere these days, and this is, in my estimation, because people assume they know how things are, an assumption which is implanted in school. Many people think they know exactly how it was, which epoch followed which, and how we got here. In the end, it's all boring stuff. But what if we have been deceived, dulled, so that we don't look and think for ourselves? What if everything was completely different?
That was a pretty good one.
Not bad. Not bad.
All right. Well, I think that's
So
it.
we should do final thoughts one more time.
Final thoughts one more time. Okay.
All right.
Rush last.
I'll go first. So I just wanted to say they were talking about Germany, and they were talking in German there for a minute. So I just wanted to give a shout out to, there's an arm wrestling event coming up, a big one, huge, the hugest arm wrestling event ever. Nice. It's going to have all the greats, and it's going to be in Germany. It's going to be on April 18th. And if you want to get tickets or watch it live, go to www.evwsports.com. So evwsports.com, and that's East versus West is the name of that organization. They're like,
shout out to that.
Yep, they're like the UFC of arm wrestling.
Nice.
Yep.
Shout out to arm wrestling. All right, let's get out of here. You ready?
Ready.
Don't lose your wallet, you lose your army if you choose behind me. If I'm your daddy, who's your mommy? She all wrapped up like Tutankhamun. Rip my style off like some dead skin. You can say hello to my little friend and get my balls off your damn chin. I hope that you can swim. Your mom did it, it looks like a bomb hit it. I'm gon' get it. Man, a 6-piece ain't enough for me to feed my family, and it's a tragedy. It's a coward, he's a lion. No denying he's always lying. High flying, brains frying. Where have I been? Ray, no one to stop you. You'll go to the top soon. Like a pitbull, I will pop you, but get off my block soon, or I will drop you. Don't end up in the hospital. Ha! You just a small fry in the grand scheme of things. I live in a trailer that the damn FEMA brings. The weather getting real nice outside. I hope I get to see the spring. Remember that time I was as high as the sky is, the sun in my eyelids, and I sideswipe your pilot? Turn on the news and get mind wiped with violence and blinded by science. I prefer blindness and silence. It's more normal than what I'd normally get. Sooner or later you're gonna regret. My nickname was D's Nutsacks. I always leave my house and never go back. I'm driving slow in the fast lane, it's fascinating. Mom loves the fashion and the passion in my accent.
If you're from the streets, you're gonna feel it. The truth, you're gonna hear it. True kings, we never fear it. You know we got the spirit. So come on, move along. Everybody grab a bong. Blaze a rip to the song. Don't get me wrong. If you're from the streets, you're gonna feel it. The truth, you're gonna hear it. True kings, we never fear it. You know we got the spirit. So come on, move along. Everybody grab a bong. Blaze a rip to the song. Don't get me wrong.
We all good except for one guy. He's a fun guy. He ain't gon' die. His day ain't gon' lie. I ain't gon' lie. My dog ain't gon' bite. Boston Ray, the world's greatest rapper. You're welcome. Now aren't you glad that you helped him? Thanks for being so helpful. Ray, you said a mouthful. You can't slow me down. You don't know me now. You gonna show me how? All the thoughts in my brain are brilliant. They say Ray, you're one in a million. Take a hit, take a slice. If one don't suffice, you can hit my blizz twice. No need to sacrifice. It's a fact of life, you lack advice. From Boston to Amsterdam, you all know me and I am the man. I'm louder than an ambulance or an avalanche. I got a master plan, my shit sounds more liver than live, and I'm surprised I'm alive. I drive much better when I'm high when I drive. We getting right now, you suck, so you can put the mic down. There's a time and a place, and yours is not right now. From Boston to the south, back to the south of Boston, the south shore of Boston and South Boston too. I ain't gonna talk about how Rasta Bear just walks about. He's on his walking route with a cotton mouth. 4 a.m. he's at the Waffle House. They say, Ray, you better watch your mouth. If I could, I would, I should just super glue it. See, I knew what to do, but I never had the glue to do it. Back in high school, Mr. Super was a super student. Never wanted to leave his mom, and the super knew it. I'm high as fuck, driving by in the Cybertruck. Why's your girl on my phone saying I'm the one? I told you, mommy, that I was just having fun. My lighter ran out, hand me the matchstick or a lit candle wick. Y'all ain't got the bandwidth to handle this. I'll take your plan and dismantle it. Hey, little mommy, she's king on my own, but I sound much better with my kingdom behind me. Whenever I'm lost, you know where to find me. Couldn't buy me an ID. You trying to see me on the CD?
Self-destruct sequence will initiate in 60 seconds. All personnel please exit immediately. Self-destruct sequence has initiated. This facility will self-destruct in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
AI's insane, it might infect your brain. Let's blow up the mainframe. Blow up the mainframe. AI's insane, it might infect your brain. Let's blow up the mainframe. Blow up the mainframe. AI's insane, it might infect your brain. Let's blow up the mainframe. Blow up the mainframe. AI's insane and might infect your brain. Let's blow up the mainframe, blow up the mainframe.
Boston Ray is checking in, at least I'm checking in. Keep talking to that AI, it will be your reckoning. You've been talking to it for a few hours, never to be seen again. It's time to unplug, you're talking to the machine again.
AI is demons, AI is legion, AI is demons, AI is demons, AI is legion, AI is demons, AI is demons, AI is legion, AI is.
Well, Boston Ray, I really need it when I'm lonely, but my boyfriend, cause I'm leaving him. Man, I need a pen, you let the demon in until your soul is clean again. I got a surprise for it, I keep it in my mic bag. I think I've reminded it that I don't fight fair. We'll do it for charity, I'll even take a flight there. I don't do fish dreams, only koi ponds. I swim in sharks that'll eat your sailor fanboy up. So just go out to the end there and pretend there you don't have any more friends here. Using AI, CGI, face touch-ups like Jen Santel. The funny thing is she thinks the men can't tell. Say hello to my new AI girlfriend. It's for men that need a girl in the worst way. She'll never leave the world in the first place. She never eats and never gets thirsty. Never complains, always puts me first place. The day she was programmed was her birthday. She told me human beings are the worst race. One day she's gonna terminate, she's gonna exterminate. Got you on the recorded line, look for the warning signs. I told you about 40 times, if you fuck with AI, that he's sure to die. All the girls be like, AI, every time I skate by. Is Ray high? I can laugh so hard I may die. So say bye. I don't follow the news cause they lie. Let's play a little game, it's called baked potato. Except it ain't a game, it's my life, the great tornado. Hey honey, I want my coffee black with no sweetener, like how I like my AI women. When I'm done, I'll throw you in the trash bin with no commitment. It's the way I'm living, being married to a machine, that's a given.
Blow up the mainframe. AI's insane, it might infect your brain. Let's blow up the mainframe, blow up the mainframe. AI's insane, it might infect your brain. Let's blow up the mainframe, blow up the mainframe. AI's insane, it might infect your brain. Let's blow up the mainframe, blow up the mainframe. AI's insane, it might infect your brain. Let's blow up the mainframe, blow up the mainframe.
Yo, these AIs are crazy, so don't be lazy. I just smoked some piff, and I'm feeling kinda hazy. So pass the jiff, but don't forget about the jiffy. The stuff AI's been saying lately has been sounding kinda iffy. So just remember that you've been warned. I might fuck around, turn into Jason Bourne. The way things been going got me up early in the morning. AI's on its way, they might need a mudstorm. Let's go.
AI's insane, it might infect your brain. Let's blow up the mainframe, blow up the mainframe. AI's insane, it might infect your brain. Let's blow up the mainframe, blow up the mainframe. AI's insane, it might infect your brain. Let's blow up the mainframe, blow up the mainframe. AI's insane, it might infect your brain. Let's blow up the mainframe, blow up the mainframe.
Warning, warning, a production incident has occurred. Warning, warning, a production incident has occurred. System failure.
Yeah, I haven't been feeling like myself lately. So full of self-hatred, my health's taken a turn for the worst. My elbows squirm and they jerk, knees begin to just twerk.
It's just nerve.
Those are the sus words from the duck turds. I mean the doctors talking, but I don't trust words. It sucks yours, his and not just hers. Big ass dick, split clit, or just cuss words. Way I make them nouns race and run verbs. I'ma be the one yourself falls in love with. I'ma be the one prick that isn't in the public. At first it was one prick and you loved it. Then it was 2 shots and you welcomed it. When it became 3, you wasn't the one that shunned it. It's no wonder the blunder never becomes your whether it's thunder or unbearable plunder. We under one nation. nation over their god, half ogre, half space ghost, so they could send rovers to space. So fake, it's obvious, why would they lie? Why? It's so naughty when the parties you applauded have tried to tell a partial truth but a half lie. Doing laps around you as I splash by, the fast guy, 100-yard dash guy, doing track lines past 5 in the morning. I'm yawning, it's boring. I'm young and so horny, hungry and ornery. Been hunting monsters in the jungles on concrete, trying to remain humble with all deep respect for the ones that done showed love to me. Never neglect the ones that run on up to me, the ones that toasted this life and pour a cup for me.
So wonderful,
so much thunder, you'll
never be the same again. It's raining and hailing, falling on my head, on my noggin, falling.
If this isn't a drug song, then this shit isn't sung wrong. You dumb dog, I just wanna be something broads. Number one god, yeah. If I gotta spit a last verse, then let me try to smile, but if it's sad, worse. Then the past hurts, my ass works. It's butt off, trying to make the cut off, trying to be the toughest. Fucking roughnecks, fucking suspects, running up drug debts, fucking dump trucks, driving something up shucks. Creek without a paddle, and I didn't even correct you. Mispronounced 2 words, dog, and I didn't even sweat you. You were never shallow, all of the depth you had deep within in your insides too. You will decide through your eyes view. Good night too. Now turn out the light, you, if it turns out I like you. You tight fool, out of mind, out of sight. Old school without cold flu medicine they sold you. I told you, when they rolled through, you were getting trolled too. But the lyrics you wrote grew on another note. True, the dome opened and you broke through. Even the devil misquotes you. So clever with them flows, dude. Oh, so clever.
This rain keeps falling, it keeps falling, forever, falling on your head.
Yet so clever,
falling forever,
ever,
and never ever yet so clever, whatever.
Rain if you fat forever.
Falling forever.
It's been my pleasure.
I'm not living my life on YouTube this way. I got way too much to do today. Usually I do my music more beautifully like jewelry. Ain't nothing you can do to me, truthfully. You can have a taste of my life, not all of it. I built it up brick by brick, accomplishments. My wall is shit. It's always dope when I'm called to spit. Your doll is shit. True kings, I own it, so honor it. I promise I'll always try my hardest regardless. You can always depend on us to be honest. No problem, our honor, we keep on it. I don't need views or people to follow it. Hey Ray, you must be on that shit. Don't you understand that computers are black mirrors and demonicness? I'm good with all of it. It's such a chronic mess. Music is witchcraft. I use it for good, but sometimes it is bad. Magic tricks and Sinbad. He knows that he was in that movie Shazam. That's why he gets mad. It was a race from reality like the dash in my Kit Kat. I'm fat, where's my six-pack? Relax and just sit back and enjoy my knickknacks. You laugh and just mix max. Why did they did that? You just wasted some time that you won't get back. I'm a needle in a haystack. You'll never say Ray's whack. I turn into the reefer shark every time the trees are spark. You so high you try to leave it apart. It's a season start. Leave me a reason to pull your seams apart.
No, oh no, I
won't sell my soul. I won't sell my soul. Oh no, I won't sell my soul.
You pretend not to be part of that cult just like Melanie Monroe. Don't tell me I'm wrong. Either way, I'm selling this song. You best sing along. My record of felonies long. When you talk, it sounds like you fell on a frog. So insignificant, and I'm a musical wizard. Oh, magnificent, and you're just a gizzard on a picnic bench, or a lizard on a picket fence. The witch is a wicked wench. Now better get with it before I take your wrench. Oh, Ray must have got Baxter. He's on some shit again. It's just who I am. I'm owning it, and you're full of baloney and knowing it. All alone in the zone you're in, lonely and cold. No one behold, you speak only when told. I'll take another free throw. I don't believe you people. Where the fuck did Steve go? I can free flow. I got no ego. I can see through your evil. Only Jesus can free you. Hold his holy hand. Not some old lonely man that lives inside of his only Sailor fan. Wild Ray, holy damn. I told you when. He can try to call you but not get a hold of him. All alone again. I'm my only friend. Myself, I'm out on the road again. He tried to control your band and stole your friend.
I won't sell my soul. I won't sell my soul. Oh no, I won't sell my soul. I won't sell my soul. Oh no, I won't sell my soul.
And just to recap, I turn into the reaper shark anytime the trees are sparked. You so high you trying to leave a park. I spit lines that you see in the dark. It's the season start. Leave me a good reason to pull your scenes apart. In conclusion, I'm a musical wizard, magnificent, and you're just a lizard on a picket fence. Ray, I feel bad for CFM. Why do you always pick on him? Wicked wench, I'll take your wrench, and I'll eat that gizzard off the picnic bench.
Listen as I spit the spit, dimensional wisdom. I don't care about the criticism. My haters can fry on the sizzling burner. Spitting this electrical verbal ammunition. Wishing on fifth dimensional vision. It's my decision with sharp precision. My own movement tries to fuck me, control me with psychological incision. The truth will chop you up. It's very vicious, it's malicious. I'ma go Dexter on these cons and frauds. It's crazy I even let myself get betrayed by these lizards and these frogs. We got real actors in the movement doing damage control. Shit is about to pop off. Spartan Red dethroned. Yes, it's brave. By the time these fake motherfuckers own up to their own bullshit, Jerry D Camp will be turning in his fucking grave. I go after the sharks, the little fish mean nothing. Jerry Deacon was right about these liars and old bards. Lesson learned, never trust anybody. I'm in a session smoking herb. Melted red brick metropolis, there's red brick in the dirt. I always spit the facts and have the answers. I know the truth hurts. Founder of the Melchers, yes sir. I built this up brick by brick. It is my pleasure. All I do is get shifted on. Where's my treasure? No leisure, no measure. I'm rooted deep into the base of the grid and stand tall to the peaks of the ether. I'm no heathen, no greed or reaper. You all need to keep diving deeper. If your diet woke, you're still a sleeper. I won't tolerate any of those who still can't think for themselves. Smoke some heat, don't call that reefer. I'm like a green leaf who speaks his mind. Who the fuck is Dean Fervent Heat? He or she needs to leave. Why did he take over and manipulate my fans to leave me? The eagle-eyed crew is creepy. I just want truth to prevail, to see the light of day. Yeah, I'm a castaway. Yeah, truth is freaky and controlled opposition is sneaky. Rise up, no control. I won't sell my soul. As above, so below. So the universe, so the soul.
Yeah. It's Rye Russ from the back of the bus. We the true kings, yo, we dangerous to the system. Those sissy punks, yeah, we diss them. Exposing lies one by one, and then we list them. We try to shake things up, wake up the masses. You went to school, yeah, you took classes, but you was a kid, didn't know what the facts is. Now things stacking up, kinda like Damascus Blade. Slash you up like Jade from Mortal Kombat. The true kings through the bomb and we jump back. We on a tear, we on the attack. Schooling all the normies, cause knowledge they lack. Let's go.
Breaking through the walls of silence, truth is my alliance. Spitting fire, never tired, rising higher than a giant. Every word is a weapon, precision like a science. Struggles in my veins can't hold me down, they're defiant. Concrete streets and broken dreams I'm navigating. Systems rigged, but I keep fighting, never hesitating. Raw emotion, pure devotion, my flow is elevating. The truth cuts deeper than a blade, no time for contemplating. The pressure builds, but I'm unbroken, spirit never fading. Rhymes so sharp, they cut through the lies, no more masquerading. From the bottom to the top, my journey's been cascading. Mic is in my hand, I'll make a stand. Keep the message cascading. No compromise, no disguise. Authenticity is my mission. Breaking chains of ignorance, sparking the critical vision. Every line.
I won't sell my soul. No, I won't sell my soul. No, I won't.
I've seen stranger things than laser beams disintegrating the pavement when aimed at things aimed at me be dangerous deeds. Fire's natural behavior always takes the trees, but in these isolated events the fires leave entire trees, non-flammable materials disintegrated, while all the plants next to them make it. Not only do they make it, but they sit, yeah, they sit perfectly unscathed. Did you hear what I'm saying? Can you say my name? Flatter Day Saints. Next time the dudes around you, it may try and surround you, but if the shoe fits, take it off and throw it on the ground too. So now you can get grounded just by standing around with no shoes on the land, dude. Start to feel the blood inside of your hands move, so the next time you're feeling bad, choose the medical advice that I just ran through. We receive the relief we need just by word of mouth, but if you stay pessimistic you only hurt yourself. Like the weapons of directed energy burnt your house, flat nasty at your service. Shout out to the ones that don't deserve the clout, ones that reworded the count and perverted it out, took away the confidence and furthered the doubt. So I give it back to them with the words that I spout, like a fountain that squirts in a drought. No point in complaining, girl, no pouts, it never ends well. So then tell me how much the nanofiber Microsoft Intel in your skin cells been held, CRISPR snipping at your stem cells. Tell me how it ends. Well, I've been exposing dude since I knew. Act like you've been schooled, actually, dude, I should have been clued about all the roofs that were blue that didn't get dude, that they're building back better. But that's never gonna happen, ever. All they've done is isolate and shroud us with frequencies. 5G's living in a cloud puff. Chemtrails that get inhaled, inhale on down us. 5G danger hanging around us. You've been bound up, been around. Weed killer, spilling in 15 minutes. Cities overcharging the starving for rent. Shitty, the propensity of those entities who resent us and against us is many, many men, many, many men. Wish death upon free energy. Dog, I don't rely no more. Don't need high-speed internet to survive this war. Which war are you referring to? The reoccurring goo being sprayed in the sky by airplanes that keep blazing right by. Falls to the ground and gets under your feet, but it's over your head. This thunder that keeps cracking open the dome. No wonder it leaks, but as far as leaks in the government, please, no such thing as whistleblowers, that's government cheese. Other than these what? Other than these nuts that only your mother can squeeze. Sample my DNA and that covers my genes. No wonder I bleed when Crip walking over objects at a 300 degrees. They call me SpongeBob, but wear pants living under the seas. With new vaccine for every made-up discovered disease. Another belief, believe me, it doesn't come cheap.
gets lonely at the top. You know I don't believe in the globe no more. I don't keep track, I just know the score. I don't talk trash till I'm sure. I write these raps when I'm totally bored. I'm the guy everyone tries to ignore. Style so fresh you try and buy at the store. We can bring them boats back from high on the shore. My flow's so hot that I'm frying the boards. So much money you try to afford. Debunking the globe is a sport. I'm blasphemous. Rapping, I'm a naturalist. Scratch at this, pass that piff, light a spliff. I don't care how high we is, I'm writing this. Rhyming fast as lightning is. I'm a titan, I will bash you with my giant fist. I'm rapping natural, I will pop you like an aspirin capsule. Blast right past you, everybody's laughing at you. As I sit and bitch, press the test of time. None of y'all cowards can touch my rhyme. You can't scuff my shine. You motherfuckers don't know I am loco. Say I won't go to your house for show. Knocking down the dough, stealing from the rich and giving to the poor. Since the solar eclipse hit, is making predictions. You pass him that shit, kid, he's taking like 6 hits. I just seen you pull that mask down to take a sip of your drink. Breathing backwards is like trying to take a shit in the sink. What are the kids gonna think? Growing up in a world where individuality isn't a thing. No, I don't believe in the globe no more. I don't keep track, I just know the score. I write these raps when I'm totally bored. I'm the guy everybody tries to ignore. My style's so fresh you try and buy at the store. We can bring the boats back from high in the shore. I'm worth so much money you could try to afford. Debunking the globe is a sport. Sing it, bitch. Basic, we living in the matrix. NASA fakes it. The test of rap, I aced it. Spaceships don't take space trips. It's ridiculous and dangerous to our minds. Watching the Challenger exploded 8-6. In school eating Lay's chips. As my day shifts, I'll take the night. She said she likes it like this. I got words to play with. Read about it on page 6. I ain't been the same since I saw the earth is a flat disc. Now I get blackballed and blacklist. Fantastic, you globies flatulent. Your wife looks African and masculine. I knew it was a matrix since the Ford logo changes. Earth is flat like old soda pop. The moon is not a floating rock. Control the block, don't blow the spot. That was a warning shot. Sing it, bitch. Give it, give it, give it your soul. 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 Give it, give it your soul. Whoa, 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 whoa. Say, so much trouble in the world today. When you see the
simulation, everything is okay. You can call me Rasta, even Andre. Cooking up the pasta with no delay. Portland, Oregon is the place where I play. Even when it's raining, I go out and say, hey, we got rivers, breeze, and trees. Everything now when you know I'm in need. I just get the weed from the corner store. Oh yeah, cause we got even more than you could even imagine. And you know it's the best, cause I just gonna have to puff out my chest. I don't need no ego though, cause it's been depleted. Everything now but the mystery's completed. Cause I know the truth, why I'm in the booth. Cause I gotta come and just give it to you. Dr. Hawthorne, yeah, that's my name. Head of the Nut House, they think I'm playing a game. Sovereign, yeah, my soul's intact. Bob Marley has returned, as a matter of fact. Shot the sheriff, no, I don't need no gun. Using my chainsaw is much more fun. Or maybe my bat, her name's Lucille. Think that I won't? Yeah, I probably will. I don't need no redemption when I'm singing this song. Sandy knows the hook, she's probably singing along. I don't condone violence though, because that shit's whack. I'd rather hit him with the music, as a matter of fact. When the music hits, it may cause you pain, or ease your mind like Prince Purple Rain. I don't wanna sit and wait in vain. Your political circus, it is hurting my brain. I'm the sofa king, like an eagle I'll soar. I manifest to be the best, my chakras endure. I don't need medication, cause I'm feeling just fine. Lively up yourself with your spiritual wealth. Quit eating sugar, cause that shit's bad for your health. It's no wonder you're sick. Liking the look in your fridge is straight up disgusting what they fed to you as a kid. Cause you can't stop me no matter how hard you try. Go ahead and call the cops, they probably smoking too. I will give it to them, take a big puff, blow it in the sky, yeah you know it's enough. We're gonna do it, pursue it every day and night. Late night live, yeah we're gonna get it right. Keep it so true, yeah just for you. All of these things, hip hop, what we pursue, we trouble in the world today. When you see the simulation, everything is okay. You can call me Rasta, even Andre. Cooking up the pasta with no delay. Portland, Oregon is the place where I play. Even when it's raining, I go out and say, hey, we got rivers, breeze, and trees. Everything now when you know I'm in need, I just get the weed.
I'd go to the moon in a nanosecond. The problem is we don't have the technology to do that anymore. We used to, but we destroyed that technology, and it's a painful process to build it back again. Whoa. Whoa. Flat earth, I bet that you don't even think it fucking matters. You got me feeling like a tinfoil hatter. Whoa. You've been talking globe shit, I'm dropping that science. The globe is pseudo, I hope you don't fucking buy it. The flat earth's here, so you might as well try it. Whoa. 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 You're on my list, so pop the grist, and I'll show you why the globe you should definitely diss. Yo, it's virus, infect you like a virus. On the microphone I bust, and in Jah we trust. Yeah, let's get it, let's get it, let's get it, let's get it, let's go.
a papist, my poetry is real. Sticks in your head like my Pat Lucille. Life it is gorgeous, just like the ladies. I'm a Rasta man, yeah, I have lots of babies. Some think I'm crazy, but that's not true. Crazy is the system that's in front of you. Being attached to it like a baby to a tit. I'm flying through this matrix with no wings when I spit. So have no fear, the true kings are here. Conscious hip-hop coming direct to your ear. I said now have no fear, the true kings are here. Conscious hip-hop direct now to your ear. Flabbergasted when you hear this verse. It's almost Halloween, good time for a rehearse. I don't need no hex or Numeronomicon. I was born the best, yeah, I'm number one. Andre, what do you say? I said I burn bad mind now every day with no delay, and that's all I do. Yeah, coming back to you. Oh shit, a Cybertruck. Every time I see one, I'm like, holy fuck, a Cybertruck. I can't believe we're in Minecraft and my name's Steve. I said, oh shit, a Cybertruck. Every time I see one, I'm like, holy fuck, a Cybertruck. I can't believe it's like we're in Minecraft and my name's Steve. More like the simulation has a disease. Please, Jock, won't you help me out? Sometimes I get so frustrated I just want to shout. But most of the time I just walk it out and just walk about. Roadblocks towards my destination. Better change my route. Whoa, 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 whoa,
whoa. You've been on the fence, bitch, I'm talking about flat earth. I bet that you don't even think it fucking matters. You got me feeling like a tinfoil hatter. Whoa. You've been talking globe shit, I'm dropping that science. The globe is pseudo, I hope you don't fucking buy it. The flat earth's here, so you might as well try it. Whoa. Whoa.
I'm a wordsmith and your words ain't worth bird shit, they're worthless, they have no purpose. The earth is flat on the surface, you measure it's perfect. Let's go outside and smoke a bowl. What's the temperature? I don't know. Is it hot or is it cold? We accept the reality which we are presented. By being silent we have consented. Everything I say on this mic gets documented. Time to break through what they have cemented. You're trying to ruin my vibe or ruin my high. In my world you do or you die. Stop repeating facts that they can't prove. We gon' win, they gon' lose. 4 in the morning and I'm smoking piff. I wanted some Jiffy but grab the Jif.
So I want to practice a couple songs with Rye. So we're gonna go backstage. I just put out the link. I'm gonna end the stream and I'm gonna plug the guitar in and play. So if anybody wants to come backstage and check it out, just putting it out there. Later.
Earth is flat, what you gonna do about it? The earth is flat, what you gonna do about it? The earth is flat, now what you gonna do about it? The earth is flat, now tell me what you think you're gonna do about it. Tell me what you think you're gonna do about it. Tell me what you think you're gonna do about it. Tell me what you think you're gonna do about it. Earth is flat. What you gonna do about it? I thought you knew about it. Would you rather do without it? The earth's a center, the sun and moon moves around it like a clock. Can you hit a moving target with a rocket? I'm not hard to get along with, just take a bong hit. Do you serve up any content? The stars are constant. You want a consolation for it? It makes me vomit. We never do get hit by comments. I know you want it, just leave another useless comment. NASA lost it. The earth is flat, what you gonna do about it? Earth is flat, what you gonna do about it? The earth is flat, what you do about it? The earth is flat, what you gonna do about it? The earth is flat, what you gonna do about it? The earth is flat, what you gonna do about it? The earth is flat, now tell me what you think you're gonna do about it. Tell me what you think you're gonna do about it. Tell me what you think you're gonna do about it. Tell me what you think you're gonna do about it. You know it's flat. And there is a bunch of us. The globe is munching on a bunch of snuffleupagus. You think it's cute? Then why not cuddle up with us? We know it's flat. Why you making such a fuss? My supper was the fucking best. That's just because the earth is flat. It hit me like an uppercut to the nuts. The earth is flat and there's nothing you can do. The earth is flat and there's nothing you can do. There's a Russian with the crew. Don't forget to brush after your food. Asteroids and asteroids too. The earth is flat and there's nothing you can do. The earth is flat, there's nothing you can do about it. The earth is flat, there's nothing you can do about it. The earth is flat and there's nothing you can do about it. The earth is flat, there's nothing you can do about it. The earth is flat, there's nothing you can do about it. What you gonna do about it? The earth is flat. What you gonna do about it? The earth is flat. It's fucking flat. The earth is fucking flat. The earth is fucking flat. The earth is fucking flat.
We are concerned about the trouble and trend of irresponsible, one-sided news stories plaguing our country.
Plaguing our country.
The sharing of biased and false news has become all too common on social media. More alarming, some media outlets publish these same fake stories without checking facts first.
The sharing of biased and
false news has become all too common on social media.
More alarming, some media outlets publish these same fake stories without checking facts first.
Unfortunately, some members of the media use their platforms to push their own personal bias and agenda to control exactly what people think. And this is extremely dangerous to our democracy.
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 It's a lie. It's flat. It's flat. They lied to us about 9/11. There was no planes in that attack. That attack. That attack. It was attack on us. On us. On us. On us.
Don't trust fake news.